camera shot's gonna make me sick.
Let me try this. I can't sit on my knees because my knee is totally messed up. Did I tell you about what happened? Did you see my picture on my story?
You have puny knees?
No, I was skateboarding and I hit the tiniest rock and I flew like 10 feet. Messed up my knee pretty bad. Now I think it's infected because I didn't change the band-aid for like 2 days.
Ew!
Well, no, because I forgot, you know? Yeah, this is terrible, but it's kind of leaning back. That's kind of sketchy.
Hey guys, this thing's not charging fast enough. Hey, does anybody have an charger?
No, I could go ask the lads.
Hey Glenn!
What?
Do you have an iPhone charge block? Can I use it? Hey, give me that. Is there a white, that white block? Here, let's swap these blocks real quick. Here.
No, I'm definitely not doing it.
Take the black, put that black block like that. No, it's actually the software.
Software is also bad.
Capital Football would like to thank the marching band for performing at our games this fall. Your efforts make our games more exciting and entertaining for all of us. Good luck this fall in your competitions. We'd also like to thank the sports medicine staff and students. You've been amazing in taking care of all of our health-related issues, keeping us hydrated, and handling a flood of equipment issues. We'd like to thank Anna Rose, Geronda, and Annie Woosley. Our program would also like to recognize our senior cheerleaders and Golden Girl dancers. We appreciate your support through the fall. Your hard work and dedication to Capital hasn't gone unnoticed. Thank you. We would like to individually recognize and thank our seniors. Of the Golden Girls, Katie Gibson, Mariah Miller, Kaylee Roberts, and Angel Robbins. We'd also like to thank our cheerleaders, our senior cheerleaders, Bailey Auger, Ariana Barreto, Kayla Laufenberger, and Amber Tonkin. Thank you, ladies. We'd also like to honor our 29 senior football players and their parents. They have represented our program with class and dignity within the classrooms and hallways of Capital High School. We're very proud of them, and we will miss them when their journey ends. Our coaches would also like to extend a hearty thank you to our senior parents. We really appreciate your support and help this fall and previous seasons. Today is a celebration of your son's performance and commitment to our football program. Our first senior is number 1, Alec Bender, escorted by Todd and Beth Bender. Alec is undecided on his college intentions. Our next senior is number 3, Sam Suso Dikajodo, or Sam SD, escorted by Yao SD. Sam plans to be a big business major in college. Our next senior, number 4, Ryan Hibbs, escorted by Kelly, Robin, and Clay Hibbs. Ryan intends to attend college and study medicine. Our next senior, number 5, Joey Kittigwa II, escorted by his mom, Maria Q, his sister, Leonia, and his sister, Mariana, and brother, Gregory. Joey intends to study business and play college football. Next is number 8, Alex Rivas, escorted by his mother, Amanda Rivas. Alex intends to attend the College of Southern Idaho. Our next senior is number 9, Gavin Piva, escorted by Anthony Piva and Courtney Lynch. Gavin intends to play lacrosse at Westminster College and study engineering. Our next senior, number 10, Keyshawn Stuckman, escorted by Katie Boyer and Kaylin Tigner. Keyshawn plans to attend BSU and study mechanical engineering. Our next senior, number 11, Alec Weber, escorted by Reed and Joanna Weber. Alec is undecided on where he plans to attend college. Our next senior, number 12, Bob Hong, escorted by Kahim Hong and Truck Do and cousin Mia Do. Bob is undecided on college. Number 16, Jackson Beers is our next senior, escorted by John and Kara Beers. Jackson plans to attend BSU and study civil engineering. Our next senior, number 18, Jake Walk, escorted by Gary, Amy, and Cody Walk, and Grandma Beth Aschenbrenner. Jake plans to study business and play college football. Our next senior, number 21, Chase Miller, escorted by grandfather Bob Sage, visiting from Edmonton, Alberta, parents Tim Miller and Carolyn Miller, and stepdad Mark Maselli and grandma Irene Sage. Chase plans to attend a service academy or play football or soccer at the collegiate level. Our next senior, number 25, Logan Early, escorted by Daryl and Becky Early. Logan plans to study engineering in college. Our next senior, number 27, John Brookins, escorted by Dean and Allison Brookins. John plans to attend college to become an engineer. Our next senior, number 34, Corbin Gerard, escorted by Mark and Charity Gerard. Corbin plans to attend college to study veterinary and medicine. Our next senior, number 43, Michael Quinney, escorted by Michael and Thomasine Quinney. Michael plans to attend Sacramento State and study business. Next is number 45, Rudy Dye, escorted by Travis and Adele Dye. Rudy plans to serve a church mission after his senior year. Next is number 50, Edward Black, escorted by Bill and Kim Black. Edward plans to attend the University of Idaho and study civil engineering. Our next senior, number 54, Sean Stewart, escorted by Stacy and Shelby Stewart. Sean plans to join the Navy after his senior year. Thank you, Sean. Our next senior, number 61, Connor Ferguson, escorted by Scott and Carrie Ferguson. Connor plans to study business, finance, and play college baseball. Our next senior, number 64, Jack Bering, escorted by Walt, Lynn, and Ben Bering. Jack plans to study mechanical engineering and play football. Our next senior, number 66, Henry Hastrider, escorted by Dean and Carrie Hastrider. Henry plans to be a high school teacher and coach. Next is number 70, Braden Simpson, escorted by Scott and Marin Simpson. Braden plans to join the Air Force and become a military welder, and he hopes to wrestle and play football. Thank you, Braden. Next is number 72, Garrett Heap, escorted by Mom, Dina Metzger, and nephew, Preston Stimson. Garrett plans to attend Idaho State University. Next is number 76, Donovan Licati, escorted by David and Tammy Licati. Donovan plans to attend Boise State and get a marketing degree. Our next senior, number 80, Isaiah Schilling, escorted by Rodney and Katrina Schilling. Isaiah plans to study to become a nurse assistant. Our next senior is number 82, Lamoro David Agri. Richard Agri is escorted by Richard Agri and cousin Cooey Rain. Lamoro plans to study computer science and volunteer in the community. Our next senior is number 84, Brock Forsty, escorted by Sterling Bostwick and Brianna Thompson. Brock intends to become a private contractor and own his own business. Our last senior, number 88, Matt Rule, escorted by Brian and Shay Rule. Matt plans to study engineering and become a pilot. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 seniors.
Hey, get the whole thing. got this.
Field for your pregame entertainment. Thank you, cheerleaders. alumni joining us for the game tonight. Please remember that sportsmanship is a top priority of our schools and the Idaho High School Activities Association. Your admission to this event entitles to enjoy the skills of our student athletes in an educational setting. Please give all athletes your positive support and encouragement. Booing, taunting, or derogatory remarks directed towards opponents and or officials are unacceptable. Remember, on behalf of Boise State University and Capitol High, we ask you do not stand on the bleacher seats. We also ask you do not go on the field after the game. Meet your students and their coaches out in the parking lot before they load the bus. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, the Mustangs enters tonight's game with a record of 4 wins and 3 losses. They have a very explosive offense, averaging 34 points a game, and have a dynamic quarterback in super sophomore Ben Ford. The Eagle Mustangs are led by head coach Paul Peterson. Capital enters tonight's game with a record of 5 wins and 2 losses with an aggressive down-the-field passing attack led by senior quarterback Ryan Hibbs, junior wide receiver Jonah Blackham. The Eagles are led by head coach Todd Simmons.
Thank you. Did you send out that?
All right, let's Capital fans get on your feet. Let's get ready to make some noise. Here come your Capital Eagles. Welcome on the field, the Eagle Mustangs. At this time, will you please rise for the playing of our national anthem by the big and bold sound of the Capitol High Black and Gold Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Casey Lindorfer. Thank you, marching band. Today, our DECA program had an awesome assembly today, and we have special visitors in our audience tonight. We'd like to have Remy and his family take a little stand and get a bow here. We have Angel, the dad, Sonia, the mom, and Mia, and Remy, our Make-A-Wish family. They can stand and give them a big round of applause. We'll be doing a little pass the buckets later for Remy to make his wish come true. We want to send him and his family to Disney World. Capital won the coin toss and will receive the opening kickoff. They'll defend the east end zone. Eagle will kick off and defend the west end zone. Good luck to both teams.
With 458 yards and 5 TDs, and Nelson Russell with 350 yards and 5 TDs. But the sophomore sensation Ben Ford can throw the ball too, with over 1,000 yards and 7 TDs. But he is a sophomore, so he's second in the conference in interceptions. So Eagle kicks off. It's a short kick. Capital takes it at the 10, breaks a few tackles. Ooh, big stick, but the Capital Eagles will take over at the 25-yard line. So when Eagle takes the field, they're also looking to run, but if they're going to throw, they're going to go to Dalton Mashore. It's the leading receiver, but it's kind of a tricky stat here. With only 11 receptions, but those 11 receptions lead the league with an average of 32 yards per reception for 361 yards and 4 touchdowns. But it's the Eagle defense that's out on the field right now, and the Capital High School Eagles homecoming week. They take the field, led again by quarterback Ryan Hibbs with 1,841 yards passing, 292 rushing with 3 TDs on the ground and 16 through the air. So we'll see what he's going to do as Capital waits. We've got a chain gang situation.
It's like Shane Oliver.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see some pants over there. That must be Shane Oliver.
Yeah, he's subbing in, huh? Who are we missing? Well, I'll tell you, just to switch to a little bit of game feed here, I'm surprised to see Eagle high and too high.
Capital goes to the ground, out around the outside. It goes nowhere, though.
Michael Holly,
we got a flag on the play right away. We tried to do fly sweep. Looks like they're going to get a holding right away. Man, I tell you, I got some eyes on film. Eagle was in an odd man front, 3-man front. They're playing like a 3-3 stack. I'm not seeing that right now. I'm actually seeing them looking in a 3-4 with a too high look.
We got a penalty on the play.
I didn't really get a lot of good eyes on that
Eagle.
before, so they've made an adjustment on this short week to try and see if they can have something balanced against us. And maybe going to a 3-4, they have a little bit better workout on the perimeter. Maybe they're rolling down a safety once in a while. I'm going to be watching the corners if they're playing man. I thought they were going to be playing a little bit more cover 3. Oh, it's actually on the defense.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's going to be a first down. So one play that went nowhere. I didn't see what the actual penalty call was, but it works out for the Eagles. And the Eagles will take over the ball at about the 42. Hibbs hands it up the middle. Goes for about 3 yards and a pile of dust right there. It'll be second down and about 7. And that was Sammy SD. Sammy SD hasn't quite had the season that he wanted to have
Second
this
down
year.
and 7
but
for the
he's
Eagles.
been battling, I think
Ball's
he's
on
one
the
of the guys that's
45-yard
been
line.
injury prone with an ankle. Capital sticking with the ground. 3rd straight play.
Kate Picard, the
And we're
ball
looking
carrier.
at 3rd and about
Brought
5.
down by number 6.
And that was one critical
Matt
block there. I
Hudson.
think number 16. I think that's Jackson
Pick up a third
Beers. He
down
just
for the
didn't get a
Eagles.
body on that guy. A little
35.
quick toss. Could have had some good yards on
Ball's
it.
on their own.
Unfortunately,
37.
here we are in third and 4. Long 4 is a really big play on an opening drive for Capital.
Hibbs in the shotgun.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
we had a jump. That looks like Picard for the Eagles.
That makes it worse here. 3rd and 9.
Well, in this situation, we have been injury prone all year long, and in this scenario where we have guys filling in that are normally backups, it's not unusual to get a couple of early snafus, a little early jitters when we're not used to running the plays. So, Capital, now we're looking at 3rd and long, 3rd and 10.
And we got a bunch set up top. Maybe expect a little rollout here to buy time. Nope, we got motion.
Hibbs drops back, looking, connects. It's a first down, making moves.
Nice play there, getting Jackson, Blackham freed up a little bit in motion, kind of sneak up underneath.
Jonah Blackham has moved up the rankings in the conference with 803 yards. That's 21 yards per catch, 2nd in the conference for 7 TDs, so it's not surprising that Hibbs win there. Capital goes back to the ground. It looks like it's Sammy SB again.
The ball carrier, brought down by number 5, David Hagerty.
I think this is really important for Capital to establish a run game here. They're playing a too high safety. They got to have confidence that they can get 3-4 yards on first down and get that opportunity to free up a little bit. Different stuff here for the offense. Oh, that was a man. See him chasing him? That's man coverage right there. He's following him all the way across.
And there we go, Blackham. He ran just a straight right, and Hibbs connects for a gain of about 15 yards. That moves it to first down. Capital is marching into Eagle territory at the 20 and back to the ground game. Hibbs hands it off.
It's all right. That's a nice little run right there. Getting some momentum, pushing down the field.
Letting the O-lineman warm up a little bit. Just start moving some bodies around.
It's a good balance right here. Run the ball, pass the ball, keeping the defense guessing. I'm not seeing them come with a lot of pressure right now. I think they're just trying to figure things out. I was really surprised to see that corner chase him across. Looks like they're in pretty much a zero coverage here.
Oh, Hibbs in the shotgun, tried to get a guy out into the flat. He was looking for Michael Hawley out there, but it's a little bit low, so it's third down and 5. Capital sitting at about the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. Offense looking to the sideline. Coach Simmons calling the play in.
Yeah, 3rd down and 5. Another situation here. Probably close enough for a field goal, but we'd sure like to get that first down.
Well, and this is another scenario. Coach Simmons was pointing some people into where they needed to be, and it was a black hat going both ways. Hibbs in the shotgun rolls out, looks, overfires a little bit.
Yeah, he was had a guy shallow in the flat, but he really wanted to go deeper there to number 9. I think that's Pivas.
This is one of those motions or one of those opportunities where a coach just wants you to take what they're giving you. The receiver in the end zone, he had a guy on him, but out in the flats, number 16, Jackson Beers was wide open. I agree. So Capital lines up for a field goal.
Yeah, 33-yard field goal. This is a pretty good field goal at the high school level here. See if we can get on the board right away. This be a big win.
Chase Miller.
Looks long enough.
And it's good.
All right, good deal, getting points on the board.
So Capital, first drive. 9 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first quarter, and Capital takes a 3-0 lead by a Chase Miller field goal. Chase Miller, senior tonight, I noticed on what he plans to do after high school is not only to go to college, but to play soccer. So we've got a soccer player out there kicking the ball for us tonight. Dual sport athlete. I like to see that.
Well, he's in good shape from running around all day during soccer practice, so probably doesn't have to run a lot at football practice.
So, the Capital offense put some points on the board. Capital special team and defense are gearing up. So the Eagle Mustang offense, the #1 rushing offense, averaging almost 300 yards a game, but at the same time, the worst passing offense. So, that being said, what's Capital's game plan going to be tonight? What are they going to go toe-to-toe and stop the running game, I suppose? I mean, Captain Obvious here?
Honestly, they're a really well-balanced team. They have a pretty good run game. I think our D-line's a little bit better than them. They run a kind of a combination of a read option, pulling a guard, pulling 2 guards. They call that power G when they do that. They'll run a counter once in a while, but other than that, they're going to try and exploit their best player, their best athlete, in my opinion. That's Ben Ford, number 14.
Sophomore sensation, Ben Ford. Word on the street is if he gets around the edge, he's gone.
Fast. He's fast. I mean, he's fast on film, and then I'm excited to see him in person now and really see if he's got that burst.
So here come the Eagle Mustangs. They're at the 30-yard line after the kickoff, kind of a pooch kick that was fair caught. And looks like they go to the ground as expected with number 22. Number 22, that's Jackson Stampley.
My first impression right there, Capital has not really changed up their defense. They're kind of sticking with what works for them. Maybe call it a 4-1, 4-2 kind of look, but Eagles in 2-back set. They're ready to run the ball at us, and look at that.
Look at that. Back up the middle for a big gain. We're looking at about 25-yard run by number 22, Jackson Stempley again.
Yeah, I don't think other teams really committed to running the ball on us with the strength that we have at the D-line, but I'm getting the feeling that Eagle wants to challenge that right now if we're going to be in a too-high look.
Well, if they're the #1 rushing team, whoa, that one went nowhere. Jackson Stempley again tried to run it up the middle. Got about a yard, maybe 2, but he was hit hard on that one. So yeah, again, Captain Obvious here. The #1 rushing team has come out and they have rushed the ball every single play so far. But sophomore sensation has not taken a run yet. He drops back, and there we go. Quarterback keeper up the top. Nifty moves, and he makes a first down with a gain of about 10 yards.
Yeah, QB draw there. They kind of emptied out the backfield, see what kind of adjustment we had. You saw that burst right away. As soon as he decided when he went, and then he had a nice hesitation there to wait for a block.
He had quick feet. Made a little misdirection, and Eagle is racking up yards at about 10 yards a pop on the run.
Yeah, it happens pretty quick, but folks watching the game, if you can kind of get your eyes on those 2 guards, you see their heads pop up and they're running laterally. That's what they're calling power G. It's kind of a little bit quicker of a counter look, and that's what that was on that play. That's just a straight zone read. Fumble on the play. They got it back though. So here we are, third and short. This is a big win here for the defense. They got to rise up. Let's see if Jacobson brings some pressure here in this situation.
Ben Ford held on to the ball, and the running back held on to the ball, and it went to the ground, but Ford recovers easily. 3rd down and about 3, and Ford keeps it. He gets popped, but he turns his body sideways and slides for about a gain of 5, which will be a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. The Eagle Mustangs looking to answer the field goal by the Capital Eagles. Ben Ford looking for the call, making it. With the snap, goes to Stempley, and it's on the ground.
Yes, again. That's Capital ball right there.
That is Capital ball.
Huge.
Huge turnover, huge stop by the D. Now, this is an interesting point. The Eagle Mustangs lost easily to the Boer Lions and the Skyview Hawks, teams that the Capital Eagles beat decisively. But what I hear is Eagle had turnover issues left and right and put the ball on the ground quite a few times. I know Ben Ford has the 7 TDs throwing the ball, but he has 9 interceptions. So expect turnovers to be a really important issue for the Eagle Mustangs. Hibbs takes the ball, drops it out to the flat, about a gain of 4.
I mean, another note here, too, I'm kind of seeing is number 22, he's not starting running back. You know, you're putting in a situation here where you might not have a lot of reps, and when you're running zone read where the quarterback's going to give or he's going to maybe take it back and run it himself, sometimes that feel, you know, if you're supposed to take the ball or not, it needs to be repped. And that was a situation where they had 2 fumbles, you know, in the last few plays of that drive, so that could be a big issue today.
So, Capital facing second down now off a Hibbs pass that went for about 4 yards to number 16. 16 on my roster
Beers.
is Jackson Beers.
Yeah,
correct.
that's Beers.
So Capital, 3rd and 2. This is usually where Hibbs tries to make his own read and maybe slides up the middle a little bit.
3rd and 2. Is he going to keep it here, hand the ball off? Gives it to Jones. Come on.
Jonesy keeps the legs running.
That's yards after contact right there. That was a big push by that little running back to keep going and get the first down.
Capital's running back coach is going to be happy with that because at the point of contact, he kept his feet moving, kept his body driving, and got the first down.
Yeah, I'm getting this feeling the Eagles just playing a cover 2 straight up.
Now Capital puts the ball on the ground. It looks like Hibbs wasn't quite ready for this snap. So Capital takes a loss. Hibbs jumps on the ball, recovers easily.
Yeah, like I was saying there before that bad snap, I think Eagles playing a cover 2, and what that means is that the corners really, they're pressing, they're getting a reroute, but they're sitting in the flats, and the safeties are responsible for their 2 halves of the football field. I think Capital has an option to hit that window, you know, behind the corner, but get it in before the safety.
So Hibbs in shotgun looks, misfires. He was looking for Jonah Blackham.
Yeah, Eagles are a really physical team. I mean, I'm looking 36 right there. He got a reroute on Blackham trying to get off the ball. You know, that's tough. I mean, I taught my guys to do it, you know, so that it made it harder on the receiver. Looks like Eagles doing a pretty good job of that.
So here we go. Big play for the Eagles. 3rd down and 17 to go. Leading the game 3-0. Hibbs drops back. Big rush from the outside. 2 guys. Oh! 2 guys
Wow.
from Capital were wide open, but it looks like they were in the same vicinity. And then an Eagle guy slides in right at the last minute. I think he was going the distance with the pick 6 there, but thank goodness he didn't take the ball with him. That was close.
Yeah, that bad snap and loss of 8 just was a drive killer right there. It's hard to recover from something like that. So here we are punting the ball on 4th down.
So here we go. The ball's away. Eagle does field it. That's Dalton Mashore. Dalton Mashore, again, he is the leading receiver for the Eagle Mustangs. He only has 11 receptions, but he has 361 yards in that. It easily doubles up the second. Well, maybe not doubles up. It looks like Mashore for Eagle and Blackham from Capital are the number 1 and number 2 yards per catch at 32.8 and 21.7.
Yeah.
So these are big play receivers.
And he's got a burst there. You can see it when he picked that ball up.
So here we go. Eagle with the quarterback keep up the middle.
Eagle is attacking us up the middle. They want to force us to get another backer in the box and see if we're going to make an adjustment there. They're just going to keep pounding us a little bit. They look like a little different formation now. They're in a pistol. See if they get a fly sweep out of this or a little pitch. Yep.
Pitch coming towards us.
Hey, good job by the Capital defense right there. They strung that out. They kind of kept on the line of scrimmage, which made the QB have to draw that out. That's exactly how you coach it up.
Well, then Ford got landed on hard there. He is a sophomore, and I'm just looking at him. He's not the biggest kid in the world. So, you know, you can't have these D linemen stringing a play out and landing on you. So Ben Ford, he's listed at 5'10", 170 pounds. So you know the coach is lying about that because he's a sophomore.
Dang.
But Coach Peterson for the Eagles, he's keeping the game plan simple. They're going to go right up the middle and right up the middle and right up the middle. And it seems to be working at the moment. So here we go. Capital defense starting to stiffen up again.
Yeah, we're rolling a safety down here now. We're going to play cover 3. We're going to get 2 guys in the box. And it's making a little bit of a difference there. That's a big deal. That's an adjustment there by Jacobson. That's his backup plan.
Well, and you can see right there as Ford looked to find his hole. He was looking, he was patient, but nothing opened up.
Okay, 2nd down and 6. Ford's yet to throw the ball. See if this is one of those situations here. Nope, keep running.
Right up the middle for a gain of about 4, which is going to make this about 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, I'm getting lost a little bit on this, but I'm trying to look at these offensive linemen at Eagle. You know, they're pulling their 2 guards on most of these zone reads, and again, they call that power G. It's like having a fullback there. Instead, it's a lineman trying to run the ball right up the middle. It's a quick wrap by the guard. When they hit it fast, you know that's how they're doing it. If it takes a little bit more time, that's a counter play where they're bringing both the guard and the tackle from the backside. But they're bringing that almost like a veer block where they're leaving the end lineman, and the quarterback and the running back are attacking that same side, that same play side, which is, I mean, I don't know how old school I am, but you know that's more of a veer blocking scheme when they're not wrapping the guards. So they have a definite plan right now that they want to run the ball against this Capital defense, and we're going to have to stiffen up here to keep them from moving down the field.
Well, when it comes to their passing game, Ben Ford, he does have 1,000 yards and 7 TDs, but it's those 9 interceptions. So I think Coach Peterson's probably a little bit hesitant to throw the ball. But can we just put one guy on Dalton Mashore and send the rest to run? What do you?
I mean, it's part of your scheme, but you know, I'm not seeing any of our corners swapping and tagging a particular guy. I mean, they're an empty here. QB Reed again. He ain't going to throw it, I guess. So they're going to widen us out again, try and get that backer out of the box, and they're going to run the ball.
Well, that was Ben Ford up the middle for a gain of about 3 and a 1st down with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go left in the quarter. Eagle is threatening again, but Capital does have the lead 3-0. So here we go. Ford in the shotgun.
Turpin's back.
But he hands this one off. That's to number 22. That's to Jackson Stempley. When I was looking at statistics early, I didn't see Jackson Stempley's name on that list. I have yet to call Charlie Baker, who's number 2 on the Eagle team for rushing, or Nelson Russell, who's number 3 on the team, both in the top 15 in the conference in rushing.
There they are. They're going empty again to get us with one backer in the box. They throw it this time on a quick out. Incomplete pass.
It is incomplete, and I won't say that that was a bad throw by Baker. Maybe a little low, but it's incomplete. First pass of the night, 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10.
This would be another great stop for the Capital Eagle defense.
There's only a minute 28 seconds left in the first quarter with everyone running the ball here.
And we started about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, he might have reached for the 1st down.
Eagle ran the exact same play that they just had in an incomplete pass.
Dang.
And they get the guy open in the flat there, and he reached for the 1st down.
That was unfortunate. Corner was playing soft. He just didn't have any help underneath him. out in that curl to flat drop for the backer, and gosh, he just ran a 10-yard curl for a first down. Empty again for Eagle. Throwing the ball now. Quick little hits. Not very accurate throw on that one by Ford.
No, that one was intended for Cam Churchill. Incomplete. Clock stops, 1:19 left in the first quarter. The Eagle Mustangs trailing the Capital Eagles 3-0. But the Eagle Mustangs threatening. After running numerous running plays, they decided to take to the air this time. We got a whistle.
I got good eyes on that. Both guards jumped up. That was that power G. They're just trying to do a misdirection with fly sweep back to the top side up there. But that was a run play all the way with those two guards leading the way. They want to go back at them and run it, but here they are in 2nd and long.
2nd and 15.
Yeah, see if they throw the ball here. Another quick hit. Maybe try and get that 7 or 8 yards and make it a manageable 3rd down.
2nd and 15, back out at the 20. Ford in the shotgun. He hands it off. Oh, he does it. It's a keeper. Man, he's got quick feet.
He's fast.
He is fast.
He turned that corner when he planted his foot and he got vertical.
Like I said,
that's
not
dangerous.
A very big guy. Listed at 5'10", 170, but man, is he fast.
That almost looked like that run-pass option. We were talking a little bit about that last week against Centennial. I think he had the option to throw that ball out to the flanker. Went back to the same play. Looks like he's in for a touchdown this time, though.
Yes, he walked that one in fairly easy. It looks just like the same play. I'll tell you what, the Eagle Mustangs and Coach Peterson, they kept their play calling pretty simple. Without that little series of passing that they went through, they ran the same plays over and over, and if they liked something, they repeated it. So, the Eagle Mustangs line up to kick the extra point. It's 46 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's a chipper, and it's good. And the Eagle Mustangs take the lead 7-3 over the Capital Eagles. So Coach Jacobson, he's going to have to make some adjustments here because they seem to be running the ball at will at the moment.
Yeah, I'm thinking they got to bring a safety down. I think that's his adjustment. He's got to bring another guy down into the box and try and help. There's a couple things here, really. I mean, you want to bring the safety down so that you can get another one of your big linebackers sitting in the middle to try and stop that zone read with the running back. But you know what they're doing? They're faking that a little bit, and now being a zone read, the QB's keeping the ball and running away from where that safety's coming down into the box. And he's fast enough that he's getting around the edge, and he's a good enough athlete that we're going to be in trouble here unless we keep him contained.
Well, in 2 years, I imagine Ben Ford's going to be a legitimate threat throwing the ball. If he's going to put in his work, I imagine he's going to be a legitimate threat.
Well, Paul Peterson was a quarterback back in the day, and so I hope he gets some time to do that with him. But, you know, I think his footwork as a quarterback can get a little bit better and, you know, improve on that arm strength.
But right now he's a sophomore with 9 interceptions.
Yeah, so I got to give him props. He's a stud.
Capital needs to dare him to throw. But I'm sure Coach Jacobson doesn't need my advice.
He's going to make some adjustments here. And, you know, in a big game like this, high emotions, you got to get guys settled in.
Playoff implications.
Absolutely. It gets complicated. We'll talk about that later, maybe some of the scenarios.
So let's see if the Capital Eagles can find their rhythm.
Fly sweep. Guy gets tripped up with the quarterback there. That's too bad to start off first down like that.
That's not the kind of momentum that we wanted for this third series. Capital looked great in the first series. A little hesitant in the second, and we get tripped up in the third. So, Capital with a loss of 5 on that trip. 2nd down, 15.
Yeah, we got 15 seconds left in the first quarter. I guess they want to get a playoff here.
Here we go. Hibbs fakes the handoff, drops back, screen, doesn't like it. Pretty wise decision right there. He didn't see anything, so he threw it away.
Yeah, that started going bad fast. Number 9, Piva there, he was past the line of scrimmage, and we had linemen downfield. That was just getting worse as it goes. Probably good thing that it was an incomplete pass. Maybe the referee would have caught that. But he got rid of the ball. Here we are. It's third down. We're going to let the clock run out to the end of the first quarter. See if we can dial up a play here. Try and get closer to getting that first down. Third and long, though, is making it tough to do that.
Well, with the incomplete pass, Capital's going to have to run another play with 4 seconds to go. Hibbs drops back, looking out into the flats. He has a man, and it looks like it's number 2. Number 2, Michael Hawley.
I'm surprised that they ran a play right there.
They had to run a play. There was 4 seconds. There was 4 seconds left off of the incomplete pass, so they were going to have to run another play to get to the
before a delay a game. I'm just saying, why not let the quarter run out and then have a little bit more time to think about what you wanted to do? Am I wrong when I say that?
Well, I believe that when that screen pass went south and Hibbs threw it away, that stopped the clock outright.
You're right. You're right. I mean, it's an incomplete pass. Yeah, the clock wasn't running. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
Gosh dang. This isn't some. We just been in a position here where we've been third and long, second and long. We had a guy trip on a fly sweep. We've had a bad snap that's just putting us back 5 yards on first or second down, and we just can't recover from that.
Well, one of the things that I'm noticing is I'm looking at Eagles' defensive line. And all the way from the booth, they look like a healthy line. They are some big, strong boys up there. And I don't think Capital is really threatened with Capital, or Eagle is very threatened with Capital running the ball up the middle. So when we're only putting 3 guys up there, Capital punts it, and we're looking at another turnover.
Holy
cow. It was
cow.
a pooch punt. It didn't go very far, maybe 18 yards past the line of scrimmage, but it bounced right off the helmet of the intended kick returner.
We need to capitalize off of this. This is a big deal. Two turnovers basically in the first quarter. We need to put the ball in the end zone.
Well, this is one of those prime opportunities for Coach Simmons to take one of those shots that he usually does.
Take a shot. Absolutely. We got Blackham down low here. See if he can outrun the corner. Instead, we hand the ball off, huh? Okay.
Well, we are in Eagle territory. The Capital Eagles took over off that turnover at about the 45-yard line. Second down and 5. In motion. Oh, illegal motion, perhaps.
Yeah, false start on the offense.
So, a little bit of momentum off the turnover, a little bit of momentum off the run, and now Capital's looking at 2nd and 10. Capital keeps shooting themselves in the foot as far as Uncle Mo goes here.
Yeah, this is not the way we want to play this game right now of, 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Any team likes to find a rhythm, and Capital is just chunking all over the place, trying to find it. So here we go. Simmons calling in the play. Hibbs letting the rest of the team know. In the shotgun. Drops back. Hibbs hands it off. And the Eagle Mustangs were all over that for a gain of about 1 yard. So now we're looking at 3rd down and 9. I'm thinking maybe Coach Simmons is thinking 2-down territory here.
Yeah, Eagles playing 2 safeties deep. They still look like they're in cover 2. Corners are going to be helping on the perimeter, with a little bit of force, but their 3-4 right now is taking care of what we have. Oh, that was almost intercepted there.
That's twice now that Hibbs has lucked out and has had the ball dropped by an Eagle defender. The first one was going pick 6, and the kid forgot to take the ball with him. And that one, they jumped that quick pop pass route. I don't think it was to a tight end, but it was just a quick little hitch, perhaps.
Yeah, he's trying to throw to that number 2, but, I mean, that's on the hash. That's on the, the inside of the numbers. That's making it a lot easier for the safety back there to make a play on the ball.
So here we go, big play. Indeed, Capital going for it on 4th down. And when you go for it on 4th down, you look for Jonah Blackham. And that is complete. And Capital gets a much-needed 1st down. A breath of fresh air for the Eagles.
Big play by a big-time playmaker there, Blackham.
And the Capital not waiting, lined up. Quick play call in. Hibbs calling for it. Trying to pick the pace up. And we go back to the ground. Trying to get Sammy SD going.
This is what we need, though. We need that pass play, that successful drive down the field to kind of keep that defense off balance, and that's where you start to get room to do these things. This is a big play here. 2nd down in a long 5, maybe 6 yards.
Here we go. Hibbs keeps it. His own little stutter step up the middle. He gets popped at the end zone.
I think he's just a little short.
Just a little bit short.
Man,
he had his own nifty footwork there.
Yeah.
But
I think he saw the daylight there, and he was running, and then out of nowhere, the guy comes and levels him. He took a big shot there on that right side.
I think he was about a half yard short and thought he was in.
I think so, too.
He got popped.
I do.
What a defensive play by the Eagle Mustangs. I wish I would have got his number because that was a great play. He deserves the recognition for that.
Referees are huddled up here right now, though. I mean,
Did he get knocked into the end zone,
maybe there's that possibility of, you know, leading with the crown of the helmet. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of right now is that they might actually put a penalty on top of that. Not a huge help being that we're basically on the half-yard line, if not the 1-yard line.
Well, I know as announcers we're supposed to be unbiased, but I'm hoping that the referees give us the touchdown because we are Capital KCHSTV.
And alum. I thought you were going to say alum. Long conversation between these guys. I wonder what's going on here.
Well, there's no flags on the ground.
No. At least I don't see any. I mean, this could be one of those moments where you see the flag get pulled out after a conversation, or are they just going to maybe confirm if he wasn't?
Oh, there was a flag, and it looks like they picked it up.
Yeah, I guess it was back there on the goal line. I honestly think that was a discussion about what type of hit that was on the quarterback. They end up waving it off. You don't see that very often, really.
So here we go, Capital Eagles from the 1-yard line. Sammy
walking
SD,
in.
And he walks that in.
Hey, great job.
He walks that in. That was a great block by Sean Stewart, number 54. He cleared a path and pancaked the kid and laid on him. Great block by the Hoggle.
Well, turnover by Eagle. These are the things you talk about of just trying to take care of the ball to make sure that these situations don't have these big momentum shifts in a big game like this. Oh, it looks like they blocked a PAT on that one. Gosh darn it, that ends up being a pretty big deal there.
And he blocked it relatively easy. He laid out, but I don't think he needed to. So, with 9:49 in the 2nd quarter, Capital is up 9-7 off of 2 Eagle turnovers. Capital has the momentum going again for themselves. But now it's on to the defensive coordinator, Coach Matt Jacobson. Let's see what Coach Matt Jacobson and the Capital Black Hat Gurkhas have going to stop this Eagle run game.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a fun game. This is exciting. We got offenses moving the ball a little bit. This is going to be shaping up to be one heck of a game here. We've got 9 minutes left, just over 9 minutes left in the 2nd quarter going into halftime. Let's see what kind of lead we can get, or at least maintain that. This is going to be an important series for the Capital defense.
Well, neither team has kicked off and tried to put it into the end zone. Eagle took over on the 30-yard line on one and a 35 on the other, so we'll see what Capital decides to do.
Kind of a different, different look right now on kickoff. I think they're trying to make it a little bit tougher here for the little pooch right there to kind of keep them pinned down. They want to get back to the middle of the field, maybe even to the other side of the field. Got to be disciplined on the back side over there. They almost got back to midfield on that.
And that was a great turn A return by number 13, Cam Churchill for Eagle.
Capital must have some respect for Eagles special teams if they're going to try and scheme them like that and change it up. So here we go.
Cade Larson for the Capital Eagles saved the day there. Capital obviously does not want to kick it to Eagles speedster Dalton Marchor. Sorry about that, Dalton Marchor.
Yeah, Capital's definitely bringing another safety down into the box. And I think that's going to help if we can keep doing that.
Well, the Eagle Mustangs on their first play try to sweep it to the outside, but it goes nowhere.
For those of you guys watching, I'm looking at number 7. It's one of the Leaf boys. He's coming down on the boundary side, the short side of the field.
Well, Ben Ford drops back, gets a completed pass, gain of about 5, out into the flats.
And that's a big deal there. You got a guy that's playing safety. He's used to playing, you know, that deep half of the field or maybe his quarter. Now he's down playing more of an outside backer look. He's got to be responsible for getting hands on 2, but then sliding underneath 1 so they don't have pass completions like that. Gosh, QB keep again.
Man, I know, ladies and gentlemen, I've said this more than once already, but this kid's feet. I'm sure you can see it in the video, but man alive, in live pay-per-view, he's got great feet.
Those inside backers just have to stay in their gaps and take care of that QB coming to them. That's a pass technically with a little toss like that, a little flip to the wide receiver in motion.
And that went for about 5 yards, and that's to number 13 for the Eagle Mustangs.
Yeah, 8 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Eagles marching down already in Capital territory here.
Well, the one receiver for the Eagle Mustangs is going toe-to-toe with Justice Del Rio. And it's a quarterback keep up the middle.
Again, that's a big tendency. They go empty. They're trying to get our backers out of the box, and then they're just keeping the ball. So we again have to kind of be able to account for the quarterback a little bit better here so he doesn't run up the gut like that.
So here come the Eagle Mustangs again threatening.
He kept the ball. QB kept the ball.
He kept that ball way late, too.
He kept it for a long time and ripped it out. I mean, he's reading that end man of the line of scrimmage right there, and he kept it for a long time to see if he could suck that D lineman down so he could run around him on the end. That's a pretty good job by the quarterback.
Well, I don't know if he got the D end, but he got me because I was watching. And there they go back around to the outside, and Capital stuffs that. And that's a big play. We're back to 3rd and 1. With 7:32 to go, the Capital Eagles leading the Eagle Mustangs 9-7. But for the 3rd straight time, the Eagle Mustangs are threatening to score again deep into Capital territory. Ford in the shotgun.
Yeah, pistol. We call that pistol with the running back behind him. It's tough read. That's the old I think of Colin Kaepernick with University of Nevada, Reno, running pistol like that. There's not a tendency of what side the quarterback's on. He's directly behind the quarterback. You're not sure which way he's going to go, left or right. Makes it a little bit tougher, honestly.
And the Eagle goes back to the game. A big hit by Capital's number 9, Gavin Piva. But that's after the Eagle Mustangs pick up another 4 yards and move the ball to about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, 47 is a pretty big body. You call him a tight end. He's kind of in that wing back position, and he's pulling with the guard. I mean, that's what they're doing. They're trying to use that tight end on the backside and pull him to be a lead blocker. They got options when they do that, but they're getting bodies up into that, where they're trying to run the ball.
Well, there was a flag on the play right there. Illegal motion. So, the Eagle Mustangs are backed up. The clock starts running again. It's 2nd down and 11. The ball at the 19-yard line. Capital.
Yeah, we got a safety down in the box here, playing cover 3. Trying to get that quarterback. We got to make those. Yeah, there's that little flip. They're keeping that wide receiver out there just as a last-ditch option.
Boy, I don't know if that was a broken play or if that was that last option, but, you know, this is why people are calling Eagles sophomore quarterback Ben Ford a sophomore sensation. He has intangibles. He makes things happen one way or the other. He's going to keep it this time, but the Eagle D swallows him up. The Gurkha D-line starting to bend a little bit, but they're still stout and gain of about 1, maybe 2. It's second down. Eagle threatening from the 4-yard line with 5:50 to go in the second quarter, first half.
Okay, going empty here. He's going to roll out to the right. QB keep. They're just going to try and keep pounding him. Nice play there, keeping your feet moving. It looks like number 7, Leaf, not giving up.
Number 7, Leaf, at about the 1-yard line, stuffed him, and like I said earlier, Ford
Here comes
is
the heavy. Here
Ford
comes the heavies.
is listed at 170 pounds, but I'll tell you what, Leaf lifted him up and took him back for about 4 yards there. So
here come the big boys. I don't know if you saw 4 of the big boys run in. They're gonna probably run to the right with the QB here. They're just gonna run him, string him out. Touchdown Eagle. Dang it. They loaded that right side with some big boys, and they were just call it QB sweep. Dang it.
I don't know how you're going to outrun Ford around that edge. So
yeah, you turn them back into where the rest of your buddies are is what you do. You try and get them lateral, but gosh darn it.
Well, the Eagle Mustangs, they march down the field and put a second touchdown on the board for them. And they're looking to extend the lead. They're looking to kick it here. So it'll be a 14-9 lead if the kick is good. And it's down and up. And it is good.
Okay, Capital's got to keep their head up here. They got to know that they got a chance. I know Eagle just moved down the field there to put some points on the board, but we got to come back fighting in this situation. We got 5 minutes left in the half. We got to stay in this game.
Well, if Capital's offense can find just a little bit of rhythm, they find their rhythm and then they lose their rhythm.
Yeah, those little mistakes from penalties to tripping to we got to be in that situation where we can actually get that momentum and get that rhythm, just so that we can keep that defense off balance. I haven't seen Eagle change up much either, really.
Boy, you know, their game plan, what they do, they stick with it.
Yeah, if it's working, you know. I think the turnovers, they're just going to kind of look back and think that those turnovers are just the situation, that sometimes that happens, and maybe that's what gave Capital that opportunity. But scheme-wise, you know, again, I'm seeing mostly cover 2 out of Eagle. They're going to keep those corners out there to help with fly sweep. But in a 3-4, you know, those outside backers are out of the box a little bit. I think we got to have that success running up the middle. I like the QB, you know, read option where Hibbs is keeping it. We've been really successful for that in the last few games. I think we got to keep doing that. Make them make those kind of adjustments, maybe to bring a safety down, and then that'll open up our passing game.
Again, the Eagle Mustangs, they kick off with a little chip kick, and the Capital Eagles will take over on the 30-yard line. So with 5 minutes even on the nose, here come the Capital Eagles offense. Coach Simmons had them huddled up, play calls in. The Eagle Mustang defense, and again, look at that defensive line. There's some good-looking boys up there. They're stout. I'm going to get some numbers here.
Hold on to the ball. Oof. High and tight. Keep that ball high and tight. That guy came from behind looking to strip the ball. That was a good job by Beers.
Well, Beers with the reception in a position where usually number 88, Matt Rule, who's tight end, out with a concussion for the Capital Eagles. Hibbs with the keeper. Maybe should have handed it off on that one.
Yeah, zone read look there. Probably should have given it on that situation.
Well, this is one of those scenarios where Capital's all banged up with all sorts of new guys playing different positions. So Beers playing in that tight end slot position where they usually play Matt Rule. But again, he's out with a concussion from last week's win over Centennial. Hibbs rolls out, looks, and
Interception. God, we tried to run that wheel route. It wasn't there. God, he forced that ball in. There was 2 guys right there sitting in that spot.
Well, I'm not 100% sure why Hibbs is not feeling so comfortable tonight, but that's the 3rd pass. He's lucky that that is his first interception of the night. So, the Eagle Mustangs, they get their own turnover back, leading the Capital Eagles 14-9 with 4:16 to go. The defense really needs to create a turnover here. Eagle with the momentum. My partner, Jason Gordon, getting a little bit nervous up here in the booth. He's starting to wander around the booth here a little bit.
I just wish I was a little bit higher up in the press box so I could see these things. I love sitting up in the box and having that opportunity to get a good feel of what's going on down there.
Well, Ford tries to throw a little floater over the top with no touch. That ended up in about lane 4 of the track. I bet they go back to running the ball right here.
Well, we're too high safety. Well, they're going to try and pass the ball here. That was a misfire on the QB there. He had him open right past the backers underneath the safety. Number 29, I think that's Larson, I believe. I know his eyes are looking down on the other sideline, but he's got to be careful of his immediate threat right in front of him.
So, Ford's incomplete pass to Austin Thompson leaves it 3rd and 10 for the Eagle Mustangs. And Ford decides to keep it, and again.
They didn't blow the whistle. I didn't see any hands go up. I thought maybe that they were going to let that go, but woo!
Well, Ford again is picked up and hauled backwards.
That's a big stop by Capital. Looks like the punt team's coming out for Eagle. I would be calling a safe scenario here. Paul Peterson's known to have a few tricks up his sleeve. We don't want to give them more opportunity to march down the field and put up scores because we want a big win out of this.
Well, Coach Peterson's special teams have pulled a few fast ones in the day, a couple that are a little more daggerous than others.
Oh, bad snap.
Oh, bad snap.
Come on, Joey.
And the punt. The punt was a bad snap. The punter runs it down, and it is recovered by number 7 of the Capital Eagles.
That's Leaf. That's another
and
Leaf.
That's Cooper Leaf. Cooper Leaf's had a couple big plays here tonight. So if you're looking for momentum, the Capital Eagles, they can't get any more help from the Eagle Mustangs. Eagle keeps giving it to them, but Capital has yet to truly take advantage.
I think they got to work that sideline. They got to hit that window. They got to beat the corner and throw that ball.
So a keeper
good
up
run
the
by
middle
Hibbs.
for Hibbs for about 8. So the Capital Eagles, after the bad punt, are threatening, taking over the ball at the 32-yard line. 2:55 to go, 2nd and 3.
Empty look here. This is a big deal. I would try and throw here to black him, throw it up deep. We got the guy, the number 2 next to him, challenge the safety right there to keep him honest.
He's looking, scrambling, takes it. He doesn't get much, but he does get enough. And so that'll be a 1st down for the Capital Eagles.
Yeah, good decision at least by Hibbs if it wasn't there. Good job keeping the ball down, not forcing it, not just throwing it up as a Hail Mary.
And one of the big boys for the Eagle Mustangs is down. So that'll give Coach Simmons a chance to come up with a couple of plays with 2:35 left in the 2nd quarter, trailing the Eagle Mustangs 14-9. I didn't see what happened. It's definitely a D lineman.
Yeah, 77 for Eagle.
77. That's Easton Bitter.
Yeah, he just probably, I don't know, a lot of times in those situations you get caught up in the pile and, you know, maybe somebody rolls up on you. I've had it happen. You get that high ankle sprain. Looks like they're looking at that, maybe potentially his knee, but from what I can tell, they're looking at his ankle, and he'll definitely be sticking that in a bucket of ice tonight.
Well, with 2:35 left to go in the game, the Capital Eagles, they certainly don't want to give the ball back to the Eagle Mustangs. So between putting some points on the board, regaining the lead, and running the clock off, that's kind of the task at hand for the Capital Eagles. At the same time, the Eagle Mustangs, their offense is rolling. If they can get it back on, they have potential to score quickly on the ground. I'm not too sure about the passing game. Like I said, worst in the conference. Number 77, he's getting helped off the field very gingerly on that foot.
Yeah, he's not putting any weight on that right foot.
Well, Easton Bitter, I hope it's not a serious injury. But here come the Capital Eagles, the Eagle defense back out onto the field.
Hey, first down. Let's make some nice productive plays here.
Hibbs looks right up the middle. It's to number 16, and they score quickly. They score quickly.
Quick hit.
That is Hibbs to Jackson Beers for a gain of 28 and a touchdown and 6 points to go with it.
Go for 2 here?
I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Capital
absolutely,
is up
he says.
15-14. It's
All right.
an absolutely call from the press box.
I think they are here. I would too.
So the Capital Eagles score quickly. No running the clock off.
You know, this could be a man beater. See if they get this guy to run across the field here.
Hibbs rolls out, looking, nothing.
Boy, that was beat up quick.
That was number 9 for Eagle. That is Alex Devadian. He's a linebacker that got there quick. So the 2-point conversion is no good for the Capital Eagles, but the good news out of that is they do have a 15-14 lead. The bad news is the Eagle offense has 2 minutes and 27 seconds.
Well, I'll tell you, I got to give props to Hibbs on that. He did a little zone read, but his eyes were immediately already going to Jackson Beers there, and he threw that ball on the spot, kept him right in the chest. He didn't lose a step, and just by being able to have that perfect timing on that throw, he was able to outrun those defenders into the end zone. So that was a great time play. They attacked the middle there, trying to suck up those middle backers, with a little bit of a run look, and then squeezing a guy in behind him. And that is a weakness there when you have 2 safeties high like that, is actually the middle of the field can be a troubled area for a defense. So maybe we're trying to take advantage of that a little bit. I'd like to see him try to work that window down the sideline in the cover 2. Try to spread those guys out a little bit so that the open will open up in the middle.
So here come the Capital Eagles. They're kicking off from the 40.
Oh boy.
It's an onside. It's up. They're calling fair catch.
Oh
it's
my!
On the ground, and
We got it
they
again!
got it again.
All right.
So the Capital Eagles special teams they've lined up in a sideline heavy formation,
Wow.
and this time the onside kick it. The kid for Eagle, I didn't get his number, called for the fair catch, but didn't catch the ball.
Did he really?
He called for it. He called for the fair catch.
You saw him do that? I didn't even see him do that. I just saw him jump up to get it, and it went right off his chest.
Right off his chest, and that's twice. The Eagle Mustangs have bounced a ball off the face mask.
Wow.
Now, back to the scenario we had 30 seconds ago. Capital Eagles threatening. But 2:27 to go with a lead.
Exciting.
The third turnover of the night for the Eagle Mustangs. And Capital has a quick hit from
That's Hawley.
Hibbs to Hawley.
Yeah, that was a great route. He did a good job looking the ball in, keeping his feet as he was going out of bounds. Practiced that all the time. That's a great job.
Of 13. First down for the Eagles, 2:23 to go, leading the Eagle Mustangs 15-14. Hibbs looking, scrambling, in trouble, has a little bit of ground, looking, and there's kind of an awkward tackle there.
Yeah, I probably would have thrown that ball away in that situation just to live another day here. It was first down. Now we end up losing 3-4 yards on the play.
Well, he had a chain gang guy open out there. That would have been Steve Danahay in a bright yellow sweatshirt. Could have thrown it to him.
Well, he probably couldn't have thrown it to Alder. I don't know if he would have caught it.
We can't miss Alder either. You can see his pants from all the way across the field. Hibbs drops back, looks to be a screen. He does have a guy wide open. He breaks a tackle. He breaks a tackle.
Nice
and gets
play.
a gain of about 18. And that's Hayden Picard, number 22.
Yeah, that's our corner right there, getting an opportunity to be on offense, catch a ball.
Little black hat on offense. Clock running. Capital Eagles back to the ground. And they go to Sammy SD.
Let's go fast, let's go fast. This is when defenses get tired. They're trying to get the call in, and a little bit of confusion can just make the difference on getting off the ball, and we get to push. See if this is QB keep here.
Back to Sammy D.
All right, nice job. I think he's in. Touchdown.
There we go. There we go. I didn't want to jump the gun calling a touchdown. I thought Hibbs was in the time before. But no, it's Sammy D with the handoff, a gain of 2 yards and a gain of 6 points.
Man, Sammy was dancing a little bit there. He was juking and jiving a little bit, trying to make a move and find an opening.
A lot of dancing for 2 yards.
I know. That makes me worried a little bit. You want a guy that's just going to run downhill.
And the kick is up. So after the missed 2-point conversion, the field goal, and another teeter, the Capital Eagles have an 8-point lead with 1 minute and 9 seconds, an 8-point lead over the Eagle Mustangs. But I'll tell you what.
Turnovers. It's killing Eagle right now.
The Capital Eagles defense, they came in even in turnovers and takeaways. But in this particular case, they're up 3-1 tonight. So with 1 minute and 9 seconds, Capital on defense. I will say this, though. Don't give Ben Ford the edge, because it's not going to take him 1 minute and 9 seconds to go that 100 yards.
He's quick.
It'll take him about 10.
Yeah, I mean, this is a situation where, I mean, pending what happens on the kickoff here, you know, I don't think this is where you do another pooch again. I think you try and kick this ball deep.
Do we try to put this one all the way into the end zone?
Yeah. I think you pin them back. I think you want to get them back so that they've got the entire length of the field to try and have to score in this situation. So it looks like, you know, Tyler Chase is a little bit deeper here, getting a little more momentum to be able to kick this ball off. And he ends up doing a pooch again.
They pooch it again.
Yeah.
And number 13 for the Eagle Mustangs takes it out to about the 35-yard line. That's Cam Churchill. So the Eagle defense and the Gurkha Black Hats, or the Capital Eagle defense, Eagle Mustangs, Capital Eagles, stuttering me up a little bit tonight, but the Gurkha defense comes back out with 1 minute and 6 to go in the first half. 8-point lead. We'll see what Ben Ford has up his sleeve.
Yeah, corners are really soft right here. You could probably maybe think that they're going to throw a quick hitch here. They got to be quick, though.
And he drops back, and he has a completion, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. That was a quick play. Only 3 seconds off the clock. A gain of about 7 yards.
We got to get that guy underneath that, so you can't just take that every time.
The Eagle Mustangs.
Oh, that was a false start. Call it.
Yep, they did.
There we go.
They did indeed. So it looks like the Eagle Mustangs will be backing up with 1 minute and 1 second and 2 timeouts. So Coach Peterson does have 2 timeouts to work with. So second and short is now second and long. We're looking at about 8 yards for a first down. Eagle in their own territory at the 38-yard line. Ford drops back, looking to the sidelines, and he gets swallowed up. Swallowed up by the Capital defense. I saw that Joey Quiddigaw was there, but I don't think he was the first one there. I think that goes to number 58, Charlie Hastrider.
Charlie.
Charlie. We got your last name today, bud. So here we go. Ford strings it out.
Keep getting width.
And he passes it. It's complete. A gain of about 5.
Yeah, that puts him in a situation here to think about what they're going to do here. They're going to end up punting the ball, looks like. That's a big win for Capital. I think that false start, again, shooting yourself in the foot a little bit.
31 seconds to go.
All right, play this safe, boys. No trick plays here. Don't let them back in the game. Pick that up.
It's a line drive punt. Oh, a little bit of a stiff arm by Jonah Blackham, and he gets all the way out to the 40-yard line. So the Capital Eagles with a little room to move. With 21 seconds, 3 timeouts. What's Coach Simmons going to do here?
What is it? I would tell you that in the past, he probably just let's go. But to me, I feel like this is a win for the first half for Capital. I might just run the ball out here and get to the locker room, let those guys jump up and down, scream a little bit with that momentum we got, and come out in the second half ready to do the same thing.
I'm going to go the other direction.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I'm going to roll the dice here a little bit.
Maybe that first play is to see if you get 20 yards, and then you can do something. I'm just being a little conservative here. Trips,
Jonah
opportunity.
Blackham. I'm looking for Jonah Blackham.
He's down low here.
Oh, up the middle, and it looks like about a gain. I imagine Coach Simmons will call a quick timeout here. He's got.
I don't think so.
No. Well,
they're rushing.
To get another play.
I know, it's interesting that they're hurrying to get another play in.
Well, I'm not sure what they were in a hurry to get another play in to run
we got a first down. Hey, that's a big win. Look at the Capital crowd here below us. They're all standing up. They're clapping. They're excited for how Capital's playing right now in this big game against rival Eagle High School.
You know, when it comes to rivalries, I think it depends on what decade you graduated in, or who was the team at the time. Because I know that there's a lot of early 2000 people when it was Capital Eagle going toe into toe for the state championships.
Yeah.
Then there's the Mountain View Mavericks here in the last few years. The Rocky Mountain Grizz threatening here in the last few years as well. So the Capital Eagle and their rivalry, but in this particular case, we'll take it. Capital is leading the Eagle Mustangs 22-14. Playoff implications on the line. Both teams sitting pretty for the playoffs, but nevertheless, when it comes to seeding, the win will definitely help one team over the other. So, it's homecoming. We have about 20 minutes left. We've got the Capital High Band coming out for their presentation. We have the homecoming nominations for King and Queen for the 2018 homecoming. It's quite a halftime for the Capital High. So while we're sitting here at halftime, the dance team is out on the field. The Capital High dance team, that is, the band waiting to take the field. We've got a couple other extra things here tonight. We have not only homecoming with the band and the Golden Girls and the dance team out there, we've also, like I said, mentioned earlier, we've got homecoming king and homecoming queen. But the program is put on the Make-A-Wish, and in those 12 years, they have raised $37,000. So, the Make-A-Wish child this year, he goes out to 2-year-old Remy. Remy was there at Capital today, had a great time. won a lot of prizes, participated in a lot of things, and then we also had, and I'm not sure if you guys out there in the World Wide Web listening to the game, if you recall last year, Capital High, one of their own, Jake Lindsay, he had his own scare with cancer and needed to get a bone marrow transplant. And so Capital reached out, did their own drive, which teams from across the valley participated to put their information in the data bank. And we are proud to say that Jake Lindsay did find a match. It's something like 1 in a million, but Jake Lindsay was able to find a match. So when we see the Capital High School DECA program and the Capital High student body participating in the Make-A-Wish, it's pretty great. So here's a little background. We have a DECA video to follow up. I'm Blaz Tulare, and I'm here with Jason Gordon. We're going to take a little break. Our video crew is going to give you that video. The band is out on the field. We'll be back with you in 16 minutes and 35 seconds. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Go Capital.
We have many unique programs, one of which is DECA.
DECA is an international association of marketing students. Here at Capital, we have the largest chapter in Idaho. We prepare emerging leaders for the professional world in the business field. And while we're here at high school, we like to do this by reaching out to the community with our community service projects.
The Make-A-Wish program is a nonprofit organization that grants wishes to children ages 2.5 to 18 that are diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. As of 2017, the Make-A-Wish program has granted over 285,000 wishes. The program is based on recommendations, and anyone can recommend a child. Make-A-Wish started in the spring of 1980, when Officer Tommy Austin of the Arizona Police Department and his fellow officers recruited Chris Grecius, a 7-year-old boy with leukemia, to their crew. The story spread into Phoenix and inspired a group of DPS officers. They gathered with friends and family to start the first meeting of Make-A-Wish. By the next spring, the group was able to raise $2,000 and grant their first official wish. Since 2007, Capital High School's DECA program has worked with Make-A-Wish to adopt a child.
This is our 12th year involving Make-A-Wish in our homecoming tradition. Each year, we attempt to raise more money than the previous year by selling stars, which you guys have seen around the school, and also participating in our Miracle Minutes, which you guys will get the opportunity to do soon, as well as at the game tonight.
It started with Karuna, followed by Shayla in 2008, Sadie in 2009, Nick in 2010, Andy in 2011, Erwin in 2012, Isaiah in 2013, Abella in 2014, Amber in 2015, Trey in 2016, and Milo in 2017. Now meet Capital's newest family member, Remy. He loves Jurassic World, Spider-Man, puzzles, and Disney movies. His wish is to go to Disneyland with his family.
Very hyper, running around all day. He loves to wrestle. He loves to play like any other 3-year-old boy. He loves baseball. He loves sports.
I'll be there with you.
He loves dinosaurs, and you just see him smile. That's all him and his mom and I care about.
Welcome to the 2018 Make-A-Wish Assembly.
Bailey Arndt, escorted by Brad Arndt. Michaela Ashbaker, escorted by Corey Ashbaker. Ariana Barreto, escorted by Deja Oswald. McCall Benyon, escorted by Paul Benyon. Sierra Cole, escorted by Ryan Cole. Ellie Dowdy, escorted by Aaron Dowdy. Lucy Jacobson, escorted by Matt Jacobson. Tegan Mastretti, escorted by Bill Mastretti. Olivia Taylor, escorted by Joanne Taylor. And Julia Zigafus, escorted by Gail Zigafus. Before I announce our winners, let's give this homecoming court a big round of applause. Very good, thank you. For the King, our first runner-up, Chase Miller. Actually, that's second runner-up, Chase Miller. Our first runner-up, Wesley Capps. And your homecoming king, quarterback, Ryan Hibbs. Our second runner-up for the ladies, for our queen, Michaela Ashbaker. Our first runner-up, Julia Zigafus. And your 2018 Queen for Capitol High School, McCall Benyon. Congratulations to the 2018 Homecoming Court. All right, Capitol fans, it's time to get that 50-50 ticket drawing out. We have the winning ticket. Get that ticket out. We have a total of $110 for the winning ticket. Number 327730. 327730. Come up to the press box with your winning ticket. Once again, 50-50 drawing, winning ticket number 327730. We have our winner for the 50-50 drawing, Jackson Beer's dad, John Beers, $110.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Donna Larson Field. It's still a great night. It's got that cold fall crispness to it. And here we go with the second half. The Capital Eagles have kicked off to the Eagle Mustangs. The Capital Eagles lead the Eagle Mustangs 22-14. Here comes the Eagle Mustang offense. We'll see what adjustments both teams have made. Eagle goes back to the sophomore sensation, and he is busting. He is busting for a kid that's only 170.
Then forward on the keeper. Brought down by Jackson Reed. First down for the Mustangs.
So far, the Eagle offense's adjustments are get the ball to their quarterback and get rolling. The White Hat calls it officials timeout. Not sure what. People are looking around.
Not sure either.
So here we go. The Eagle Mustangs already threatening second play of the game. Back up the middle. But the Capital Eagle defense stiffens up and snuffs that one out. And it's a gain of 1 yard.
Oh boy, we had a
Hayden Picard saves the day. Sorry, we paused out there for just a hot minute. We're back. So, we're back, and it's not good news for the Capital Eagle fans. Eagle, 4 plays into the drive, is already in the red zone.
Big number 47 in there again at that wingback position. Kind of watch him, see if he lead blocks. Looks like he's that run pass option.
Well, the Eagle Mustangs get halftime adjustments, keep it pretty simple. Go back
run.
to what they do.
They're going to run the ball again.
Well, when you lead the conference in rushing, you know what they're going to do. They're going to run the ball, especially when you got their quarterback, Ben Ford, out there. So, here we go. Capital backed up to their own 15-yard line. The Eagle Mustangs threatening. Ford keeps it, a little pop pass.
Oh, nice play by Jackson Reed.
Jackson Reed read the pop pass beautifully.
That was a back out. They kind of had a two-back look in that situation, and number 47 leaked out of the backfield, tried to get behind the backer. Luckily, Jackson Reed was able to get his hand on the ball. He might have been a touchdown right there if he hadn't have done that.
So here we go, 3rd and 10.
Empty.
This is where Ford has a tendency to keep it.
Yeah, a little fly sweep and see if he keeps the ball. He does.
Up the middle. Joey Pinigua got there, and he was backed up by number 32 for the Capital Eagles.
That's Turpin. He's been out the last couple games with a little bit of a ding to the head, and now he's back in the middle linebacker. He's been here a whole game. Haven't called his name a lot, but he's probably doing his job up the middle as best he can, taking on some blockers.
Well, after 2 weeks off, with being in the concussion protocol, probably needs a half just to find his rhythm. So here we go. The Eagle Mustangs up for a field goal, almost.
Looks like he missed it. To the left.
To the left.
All right. God, they marched down there pretty fast, and then to come away with no points on that's got to be frustrating, but a big win for Capital Eagles.
Well, and I can't think of how many teams I've seen that have backed Capital all the way up and have not put the points on the board in a while. So the Eagle Mustangs, they obviously are showing their potent offense, but the Capital defense stiffens up at the right time and turnovers and missed opportunities for the Eagle Mustangs. So now it's time for the defensive adjustments for the Eagle Mustangs and the offensive adjustments for the Capital Eagles. We'll see what Coach Simmons has. So here we go. Hibbs back in the shotgun and that pistol look. We fumbled it. Hibbs scrambling.
Yeah, we can't be doing this on first down where we're shooting ourselves in the foot, backing ourselves up. It ends up being a drive killer here when you put yourself back like this. 2nd down and almost 15 now.
Especially after a great defensive stop.
No kidding.
Now, Capital did luck out. And Hibbs did get quite the lucky bounce there. It bounced down, one hoppered back up into his hands, and he was able to scramble. So a loss of about 5. 2nd and 15.
Seeing Eagles shifting corners there, probably based on Blackham and where he is.
Well, not a bad strategy.
2nd and 15 and running the ball. Maybe we're just thinking about chewing up some more time on the clock here. instead of maybe forcing the issue and trying to get that first down right now. But they bring in number 22, corner, black hat.
Hayden Picard.
Picard, you know, they kind of ran a nice little screenplay with him last time. I hope they don't repeat just to make themselves too predictable in this situation.
So here we go. Hibbs calling for the ball. He gets this one.
Drops back. There's a man look here.
Oh, he looks left, goes right, and that one just sails out of bounds. In fact, Coach Peterson for the Eagle Mustangs tried to make a play on that ball.
Yeah, just talking coverages there. It was 3rd and long, and Eagle just ran a pretty standard 2-man. 2 safeties deep. They got the deep half of their fields, and the corners just turn their back to the quarterback, and they're trying to play 2-man under, which is just trying to make sure that they take away anything underneath in that man coverage. And Hibbs looked left, and he ended up just getting rid of the ball out to the right. So here we are punting the ball, 4th down and 14.
After a very uneventful series on that one that started out with a bad ball bouncing off of Hibbs and a 1-bounce fumble, picked up and scrambled, and then the momentum just died. So Capital punts it away, 8:17 to go in the 3rd quarter. Capital Eagles up on the Eagle Mustangs, 22-14. The Eagle Mustangs will take over on the 45-yard line of their own territory. The Capital defense out and waiting. The Eagle Mustang offense coming out. And here we go. They're lined up. And with the snap, Ford with the keeper, comes back towards us.
Good job. Good job by number 9 there, Peba.
You guys stayed home.
He didn't make the tackle, but, you know, he caused that to be a short gain by holding his own on the line of scrimmage. He didn't get into the backfield too much. That really squeezed that running down lane down, forcing him back inside for us to make the tackle. That's how you play defense right there with the fast quarterback on the perimeter.
So 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 47-yard line of Eagle.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing more of a 4-2 right now. Keep 2 backers in the box and get him.
Well, it's going to be close.
And I was watching who had that initial contact. I think that was Turpin again, 32, middle backer. Tried to take a shot there at his knee. Looks like he got dinged up a little bit. Now they're subbing out. Number 25 coming in for Capital. Looks like Logan Early.
So Turpin taking a look at his knee. Comes out, adjusts his brace. Capital defense back in. Here we go. Ford keeps it again. Very dangerous. I don't even want to call it an option pass. Maybe it's a shovel pass.
He's flicking it out there. It's like a pass. You just, you know, you tend to take your eyes off it thinking it's a run, but those linemen cannot be downfield so much if the receiver is also downfield. I think he's hovering right on the line of scrimmage, so they can get away with both in that situation where he can pitch it to him like a pass.
Well, it was enough to get a 1st down, so it's 1st down for the Eagle Mustangs.
Big
on
counter.
The Capital 4. Whoa, great hit by Leaf.
Yeah, I tell you, they had a lot of bodies pulling on that. We got lucky by bringing a guy from the outside and taking care of it. All those linemen pulling were looking to the inside. That was a big play by Leaf on that situation.
So Cooper Leaf with a couple of big plays. Eagle keeps running the ball to the near side. Ford back in the shotgun in that pistol formation, and no, he doesn't. He keeps it up the middle.
God dang.
And for 170 pounds, maybe wet, he gets a 1st down and knocks somebody on his butt as he goes.
Yeah, when you're the last guy there and you got your safety making the tackle, his job isn't to make a big hit. It's just to make sure that he makes the tackle. And might not have been, he was taking the receiving end of that, but keeps us alive for another play.
So Eagle back to the ground game, which is what they do, so no surprise there. If it's not Ford running the ball, they're giving it to number 2, Jackson Stampfly. I've got an updated halftime that Charlie Baker and Nelson Russell, both of them are out tonight. I see them in sweatshirts on the far sideline, so they're not out there. So we're going to Charlie Stemfield tonight.
Pass.
Ford with the pass scenario. It's a lob. It's up for grabs to anybody, everybody, but no, it's Eagles. And it's Dalton Mashore for the touchdown. He only has 12 receptions, but he has over 400 yards, and that is his 5th touchdown. So his average of 32.8 yards a catch, just got a little bit bigger.
Yeah, our safety there, that's a situation where you're supposed to be deep as the deepest, and he let him get behind him. He was trying to get back there. He turned his back and just ran, but unfortunately it was too far. Looks like Eagles going for 2 in the situation. Again, fly sweep, QB read, runs it right up the middle.
So Ford converts it. He converts the
Ties the ball
touchdown
game.
pass to Dalton Mashore, and then he completes the 2-point conversion on his own. And with 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter, we've got a great football game. It's tied up at 22 apiece.
Yeah, just, you go to halftime, you're feeling good, you got a smile on your face, and then it just takes that one score by Eagle, and they're right back in the game, tied it up. This is important for the offense to be able to move the ball, keep the mistakes to a minimum, and see if we can get that rhythm again to move the ball down the field, put points on the board.
Well, I've always felt that Capital's offense is kind of a rhythm offense. We need to find our rhythm, and when we do, we're fantastic.
We're good when we're fast. When we're fast and we're getting that momentum going is because the other team's hustling. They're trying to get the call in. We're more efficient when we do that, and when the game slows down, I think we lose a little bit of that ability to do that.
Well, we'll see what special teams for Eagle has. They've kind of got an odd formation, one man by himself out here on the sideline. And they toe punch it down. And it's taken at the 10-yard line, up the far sideline, and a quick tackle, taking him out at the feet. So, Capital, they'll take over from about the 22-yard line, tied up 5:44 left in the third quarter.
Defense has got to get over to Jacobson right now and figure out a game plan here. Run, and then they catch you off guard with something like that, and making sure everybody's doing their job, their responsibilities. Get them settled back in, focus them, minimize what they have to think about so they can play fast.
So here we go. Capital back with the ball. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a great game. Hibbs.
Yeah, they try to go back to that quit hit to Jackson. He's the number 3 receiver in the trips. Again, they try and suck up those linebackers with a little run look, and then they're able to try and get behind them, but that time that ball was just off. Unfortunately, incomplete pass, 2nd down and 10.
Well, and it popped up into the air again, so I feel like it was another opportunity where we were pretty lucky not to get that one picked. So here we go, back to the ground game. Sammy SD tries to stretch it out to the near sideline, and he goes nowhere. Maybe a gain of about 1, maybe 2.
Yeah.
And so Capital backed up. It's 3rd down and about 9.
That's tough. I'm thinking Sam's fast. He thought he could outrun those guys to the sideline. It's just that the wide receiver with a corner up in press like that, he's got to hold that block for a long time, and eventually the corner got off his block and was able to make that play.
So, 3rd and long, Capital, quick hit. They've got him, man. It's Blackham. He has the 1st down, and then he ran backwards.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to him here. They're waving that chain gain along.
Well, that one was close.
It was.
I think Jonah Blackham realized that he was maybe running back.
See, here, this is us. This is us going fast like this. We get a 1st down, try and catch the defense off guard a little bit.
So a quick hit to Jones. Up the middle for a gain of 2.
Little swap out here. New package coming in. We got Sam back at running back. Trips down low.
It looks like Capital is trying to pick that pace up. And they went back to it.
Yeah, they came back to it again. Yeah, he got hit pretty low right there.
Jackson Beers with the reception. It is a little low, maybe a little gut shot there.
That or you get one of those deep thigh bruises that you just can't even bend your leg the next day. I think he hopefully can stretch that out.
Well, he makes it off the field, but Capital's keeping pace. And we go back to Jones for maybe a gain of 1, if at best.
Yeah, I saw this on the last few plays. It kind of looked more like Eagle went back to their 3-3 stack. And what I mean by that, they got 3 D linemen, and then they're stacking the backers right behind those D linemen. And then they have that force player to the field. Okay, pretty good gain there. Piva with the catch. Looks like he's just going to be about a half a yard short. Third down, I believe, in just under a yard.
So Capital, looking efficient with a little bit of rhythm.
Come on, Sam, run downhill.
And they hand it off to Sammy SD, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're going to mark this one just a little bit short. They needed a whole yard, and they only got a half.
It's pretty close. It's almost like they could be measuring this. I'm hearing the crowd kind of yell, why aren't we measuring this? Got it that time, though.
Well, they just went with the quarterback keeper, and Hibbs goes up the middle for a gain of about 2, and that'll be a first down. So Capital marching themselves.
Yeah, when in doubt, Capital QB lead when they want that yard. Trips up top. See if we pass the ball here. A little motion here, maybe coming back to the weak side. QB keep.
Hibbs keeps it up the middle for about a gain of 7, maybe 8.
That's what I want to see on first down here. Instead of going back 5 yards from a penalty or a little mistake here and there, we need to be on positive yards on first down. That's a big gain of 7.
Well, Hibbs had 6 rushes for only 12 yards in the first half.
They're trying to take advantage of that with that guy in the slot getting behind the backers, making that quick pop pass.
They've gone to that play a few times.
That was Beers again.
He's still feeling
he's gimping, but man, you know, when his name comes up, he's out there, a tough kid.
Well, it's a cold enough night where you want to keep him moving. So here we go, Capital keeping pace. Hayden Picard in motion. And no, they don't give it to him, and Hibbs goes up the middle, and he gets popped. He earned all 7 yards of that, and that was the safety for Eagle that came flying in for the Mustangs, number 18, Drew Ahoisis.
Yeah, you got a good number on that. I almost thought it was number 5, but gosh, man, he led with the helmet. Well, I think some of the coaches on Capital sideline were like, hey, we got to be careful about how you're leading with the helmet in those situations.
Going back to that slot position, Hibbs drops back. I'm guessing that is to number 9, Piva.
Yeah, that was 2nd and 3. Got a nice little 5-6 yard pop pass there for a first down. Let's get that pace up. Let's keep these guys confused. Let's keep them off balance. Keep them breathing hard.
And keep the clock running. There's 1:47 left in the third quarter with both teams keeping the ball at the middle of the field and running it. The clock is ticking away. So with 1:35, clock still ticking, tied up, the Capital Eagles threatening.
Yeah, Coach Simmons has got to dial up a good play here. We want positive yards to make it manageable on third down.
We've got Blackham up top all by himself. But no, Capital goes to the ground game. Looks like about a gain of maybe 3 or 4. And that'll be 3rd down and 5 from the Capital 11-yard line.
Yeah, I don't think this is a 2-down territory situation. You want to get points on the board. This ends up being a really big play here. 3rd down and a long 4, I would say. Hopefully we
went back to that last formation. They had trips near side, and they had Blackham all by himself.
They got this tight bunch again. Let's see if they can free up Blackham. They were chasing him across the field. Jump ball. Oh, dang it. I like the play call. That corner chased him across the entire field in man coverage. Perfect scenario there. You throw the ball up to a guy who's 6'4", against a smaller corner. God, you know, a little bit of credit to the corner. I coached DBs a little bit. I'm pretty happy for that, but man, that was an opportunity right there.
That was Bridger Marbo for the Eagle Mustangs, getting up and knocking the ball loose for Jonah Blackham. So the Capital Eagles send their special teams out. We're looking at about a 37-yard field goal.
I'd say 27,
27.
29.
Whatever our mathematics are, it's
all right,
good.
That's good.
It's good. So the Capital Eagles, they run a bunch of time off the clock, and with their 2nd field goal of the night, they have a 25-22 lead. So that's the kind of momentum that I'm talking about, where Capital's offense looks good when they don't bobble the ball off the quarterback and fumble it and end up with a 2nd and 15 or something along those lines.
Yeah, I'd be okay with Eagle turning the ball over again maybe and giving us another chance with the ball.
Well,
they got me nervous.
Have been very generous in handing over
they
the
are.
ball.
I'm telling you, they're a little scary right now. They're moving the ball. They're pounding the ball, really. They have run, and they catch us off guard with a deep pass like that. And so you have to be able to stop the run in this situation. Or they can turn the ball over. That'd be just fine with me.
So Coach Tinker's got the special team, the kickoff team. They've already recovered one onside kick tonight. Lining up. Looks a little bit closer to the traditional sense. Maybe not. I can't quite tell.
I would say every time tonight they've done kind of a pooch little kick, trying to keep Eagle from getting that opportunity to get a running start. I think that's a little bit of a shout out to the respect that Capital has for Eagles special teams.
Well, Dalton Mashore is deep for the Eagle, and it's up in the air.
Yeah, they call fair catch that time.
Well, he called fair catch, and he took a knee, so he was.
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
I got the ball. I'm down, and we're not turning it over.
Yeah. I mean, interesting about how that works. A lot of times you don't see a guy do a fair catch on a kickoff, but if they kick the ball up in the air like that, they have every right to do that. Now, when you do an onside kick, that ball has to hit the ground first and then pop up. You cannot do a fair catch in that situation. So just a kind of difference for some people watching, how is that guy calling a fair catch in that situation?
Well, here we go. With 39 seconds left in the third, a big series for the Eagle Mustangs, a big defensive series for the Capital Eagles, and Ford's going to keep it.
Gosh.
With great feet. He was stuffed. There was no place to go at about the 32-yard line, but somehow Ford busts it to the outside with some nifty footwork, and he gets a gain of 9 out of it.
Yeah, he was really patient right there. He just kind of waited for the big boys to get in front of him, and he slipped behind him and made it to the outside.
So 2nd down and 1. Ford with the keeper, comes back this way, flips it back out to number 1, Dalton Mashore. Capital, well coached. They scramble for it just in case. Just in case it's behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
nice job on defense.
That happened to be right in line of where we're in the press box. I mean, you could tell it was a forward pass, but again, that's that run-pass option. That was supposed to, he could give the ball, he could run the ball, and then at the last minute, his third option is still to throw the ball to the flanker out there. A lot of options in that particular play.
So 3rd and inches. Eagle hands it off, and they've got room up the middle. And that's against number 22. That's Jackson Stanfly.
Yeah, they sealed the edge there. I almost was hoping that white hat would have pulled his yellow flag out. I thought there was a little bit of holding there on the end line of the scrimmage, but that goes for the end of the 3rd quarter, Blas.
Well, we've got a great game with 12 minutes to go on a great fall night. It's cool, it's crisp, and it's great football weather. It's Capital 25, Eagle Mustangs 22, with the Mustangs threatening. Now, that's not unusual. The Mustangs have been threatening the Capital defense all night long, but Capital has taken advantage of the opportunity that Eagle is presented with turnover after turnover. So, the Capital defense is hoping to get one more turnover to give them a little more breathing room to put some points on the board. The Eagle Mustangs are trying to drive the ball down. Playoff implications going into this 4th quarter. And by the way I looked at it, I believe both teams will probably make the playoffs.
They will.
But it's about seeding.
Yeah, it's about who's going to be in that 4th place position. You know, we got Rocky in that situation. We're looking at maybe Eagle and Mountain View and Bora and Capital. It's so tight right there. Tonight's game, tomorrow I believe, is when Centennial and Bora are playing. That's at Centennial. I'm going to be watching that game.
Centennial was a lot feistier than their record showed.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a great game tomorrow night.
They'll be dangerous. And I haven't heard whether the Bora Loins have gotten back Jake Stanley.
Fly sweep to the outside. Gosh, he's still going. Man, that seemed like that was just a little slow developing. Maybe I'm just used to seeing Ford running the ball a little bit, but boy, he was patient out there. He picked up some blocks, and that was a big gain right there.
That's what I am most impressed with that kid. Is he, as fast as he is, he shows great patience. But it's a first down, and the Capital Eagles are backed up from their 25. Forward, up the middle again.
Yeah.
He's tackled quickly.
Yeah, I got my eyes on that one.
Turpin.
Yeah, I got my eyes on that one again. I mean, that tight end, he's kind of playing that wing back, number 47. He's a big body. I don't know what his weight is on that. 47. 220. 220. That's a good sized tight end. He is just literally running downhill straight to the backer, and the QB is following him. This time they give the fly sweep again. I think they liked what they saw before, and now he's out at the maybe 3-yard line.
Boy, that was close to a touchdown, but it was Cade Larson who saves the touchdown. But again,
Gosh.
Eagle deep into Capital territory, threatening the score from about the 2-yard line.
Yeah, they're attacking the boundary there. I think we put that backer back in the box, and so we're kind of short-handed a little bit when they motion to that weak side of the field, or short side of the field, and they're trying to take advantage of that. Hand the ball off. I saw a yellow flag come in there.
Flag too.
That's usually an indication there of holding on the offensive line, or maybe an illegal block of some sort.
And I know that the referee signaled touchdown. I would have said if we would have had review, his knee would have been down before he crossed. But it's a moot point.
Yeah, I think that was a chop block. Well, he kind of went to his waist, but...
Well, that was what Abe Turpin, when he came off the field, that was what he was indicating.
They're cutting him low a little bit, huh?
Yeah, and so that was what he was trying to tell the coaches. So maybe Coach Simmis, maybe Coach Jacobson, certainly Coach Jarrell Root, letting the referee know that they'll probably...
You don't want to be going to guys' knees like that. It's just not a way to play football. That's a big deal on Eagle right there. Backs him up, though. Still first down, but first down and 18. 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Give the fly sweep again, this time to the field. Do a good job of stringing him out there. No gain, or maybe just a couple yards on that.
Great pursuit by the Capital Eagles. Number 13 for the Eagle Mustangs. He bounced off a couple of Capital players. Cam Churchill bounced off a couple of players. Gets 3 yards on that. So Capital bending, but not quite breaking, thanks to that penalty by the Eagle Mustangs. It's 2nd and 16
yeah,
from the 16.
Second and goal, really, right?
Yes, 2nd and goal.
They got to get in the end zone. They're going to throw a quick hitch. Nice play by the corner. No flag. All right.
Great play by the corner there. The pass was a little bit low, but I think the Eagle receiver was in position to get it.
Okay, in this situation against Centennial last week, we went 0 and we manned up and they beat us. I think we got to sit back a little bit, keep it underneath, keep them out of the end zone here.
Some great play by Jackson Reed, but here we go. 3rd down. Oh,
the ball's out.
The ball is out.
Is that an incomplete pass?
Call incomplete.
Well, that's a win right there. It's 4th down, but man, that ball was almost intercepted. That was a heck of a play by that. I mean, is that Joey Q getting up late there? Maybe he was hustling over, but that had to be the safety making a play. I looked like he caught the ball initially, just barely, and the timing of that hit, kicked the ball out, bobbled a little bit. I thought we had the pick.
Well, that could have gone both ways. That was close to a touchdown, close to a pick. Eagle trying to tie it up with a field goal. Capital comes
Block it!
And then they got it.
That's all right, all right.
And the Capital defense, again, they bend and they don't break. They get away. A penalty gave them life, backed them up. A pass completed and incompleted that could have been a touchdown, could have been an interception.
Wow.
And finally, what a series of just random plays. But
huge turnaround. I mean, 1st and goal on the 2 to being backed up 18 yards and then blocking a field goal. Unbelievable turn of events. Definitely in the favor of Capital Eagles.
Well, here we go, Coach Simmis. Keep your pace. Let's put some more points on the board for our hometown Capital Eagles. Hibbs back in the shotgun. Back to the, a keeper. Hibbs keeps it up the middle, takes a couple of shots, and he gets the first down for a gain of 12.
That's your textbook zone read, where you're going to give it or you're going to keep it. And that time he was more athletic and beat that DN that we left alone and did not block. Gain of 12 yards. 10 minutes left in the game.
Well, and time is going to have to be an issue for the
Oh,
Eagle
nice,
Mustangs.
nice.
Sammy
Hold on to the ball.
Hold on to the ball, kid.
He got it out.
Got it out.
Gosh,
Oh.
dang it.
And the Eagle Mustangs are rumbling, stumbling back down the field. Sammy SD had a phenomenal run. A gain of about 25 yards, and then he was carrying it like a loaf of bread, and the Eagle Mustangs come up with a huge play.
Dang. I saw it. I saw the player. He wasn't even trying to make the dang tackle. He just grabbed the ball and was being dragged by Sam. But he made that effort to get the ball out. Unfortunately, just didn't have that strength.
This has been a wild last minute of the game.
Holy cow.
So the Capital defense back into bend, don't break mode. The Eagle Mustangs, with 9:47 left to go in the fourth quarter, trailed the Capital Eagles.
He's going to throw it.
Out to the flats.
That's a backwards pass, but great discipline by the defense.
Well, and that's just the extra athleticism that Ford brings to the table. Allows you to scramble around, allows you to run the ball. He's going to be all sorts of trouble in the next 2 years, but he's a sophomore this year, and now he's leading the Eagle Mustangs.
Empty. There's been QB lead most of the time, or QB keep. God dang, he's got 9 yards out of that. 8 yards on that run. Close to a first down.
So here they go. The Eagle Mustangs again threatening the Capital Eagles. Again, 3rd and 1. The clock is running. The Capital Eagles looking to break through, and another big defensive stop.
I foresee this being just running downhill at the running back. No, he keeps the ball. Oh my gosh.
And
fumble!
Fumble!
I think he dropped the ball. God dang. Oh, he looks hurt. He looks hurt. Sorry, I'm just noticing right now, immediately Ford is holding his right shoulder.
Did he land hard on it?
I don't know. I don't know if he if it was a big enough impact. I didn't want to take away from the play there. I just kind of noticed that Ford is walking off the field, and the training staff is immediately all over him. He might not make it out for the next series in that situation.
Well, he might not have to. The Eagle Mustangs take a 28, looking to make it 29 on the extra point. And it is good.
Looks good. Man, God, he ran it down to the 1, tried to reach out to get across the goal line, and the ball popped out.
Fumbles it into the end zone.
And another Eagle high defender, I thought he kind of got on the ball, but then he must have kind of kicked it a little bit further into the end zone.
I didn't get a number on that.
I almost thought that when he got on the ball should have been down right there at the 1, but then somehow the ball squirted out into the end zone, and an Eagle defender got on it. It had to have been that situation for them to call a touchdown. I thought the guy was short of the goal line when he initially jumped on that fumble.
Well, the ball squeaked out there, and it's obviously a touchdown, so they gave it to him. So here we go.
Yeah, I'm getting this feeling right now that he's hurt. I'm watching number 17 for Eagle High School throwing the ball on the sideline like he better get warmed up quick.
Number 11 too.
Yeah, I got 17 as being a QB on the roster here, and I immediately kind of saw the way that he walked off. Anybody that's had that kind of injury before, it's almost that shoulder dislocation or maybe a collarbone issue. He was hanging with his right side of his body, and being his throwing arm in that situation as well. I think he's done for the night, and so Capital's offense is on the responsibility here to put some points on the board.
Well, and like you said, Eagle has 2 quarterbacks lining up. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's Pate Diamond, number 11.
I think 11, huh? Yeah.
Eagle, they're running with a sophomore quarterback, but that number 17's a freshman. So it'll be interesting if they put a freshman
I didn't see that. Okay, you got me there. I would probably be putting a guy with a little bit more seniority out there.
But it's the Capital Eagles with their back against the wall after a great run and then fumble by Sammy SD. The Capital Eagles, who had momentum.
Okay, Sam's back out there. He's got to get his head straight, do everything he can to win this ball game. Hold on to the ball.
And he's still running like it's a loaf of bread.
Yeah, I saw that too a little bit. He's swinging it out there. Gonna throw like a Walter Payton style almost, you know. I mean, take care of the ball, high and tight.
I'd love to have Walter Payton right now.
I would love to too. I'm just saying he kind of swung that thing around a bit.
So Hibbs goes to the
nice
up
cut.
The sideline and a great tiptoe up the sideline.
That looked like Holly.
It is Holly, knocked out of bounds by number 5, David Haggerty for the Eagle Mustangs, but it's a first down, and here come the Capital Eagles. They've moved the ball out to the 43-yard line of their own side, the Capital Eagles, and they go to Jake Jones. Jake Jones up the middle, gain of 2.
Yeah, we got 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game. Eagle High School 29, Capital 25. We haven't got an opportunity to show the scoreboard here, but we got a barn burner here tonight.
It is currently 25 points for Capital, 29 for Eagle with 8 minutes to go.
They're calling Yeah, I think Hibbs wanted an offsides right there, but referee was quick to jump in and say that that was a false start.
Well, I'm watching Hibbs try to talk somebody in stripes into making the call. I don't see Coach Simmons arguing too much about it. But again, this puts Capital in a precarious situation. We're now second down and 13. Let's keep our composure, Capital, and keep our momentum here. Hibbs back, fakes deep, throws that ball. It's up for grabs. And man, the Capital wide receiver just quit running. So, the Capital Eagles faced with a third down and about 13. Trying to figure out what's going on the sideline here.
Yeah, I don't know if you commented on this. Jackson Beers, he's got dinged up a little bit with his leg. I don't know if he kind of got pulled up lame on that or he had no clue that that ball was going to him. I think that plays usually with Alex Binder, you know, and he's been injured. Huge play. He comes back, though, and makes a great catch after losing the ball, and now they come right back to him. There's got to be a lot of confidence to do that.
Hibbs just said, you know what, I'm not going to float it up to you this time. I'm going to go ahead and put this on a rope.
Yeah, that was a
You're going to catch this one.
Huge play.
And the Capital Eagles threatening, and they go back to the ground, and it goes back to number 16. They're going to keep that leg warm. He might have got bruised early, but they're going to keep that leg warm by using him.
I can tell he's gimping a little bit. He's gritting through this.
So here we go, Capital threatening. They've got the pace, and it's Jonesy up the middle, and he breaks a tackle. He breaks 2-3 tackles, and a gain of about 15.
Yeah, about 10 yards maybe on that. Big first down. That was first and 10, and to gain another 10 or second and 10, and that was a nice play.
The Capital pace is starting to affect the Eagle defense, and Jonah Blackham, having called his number.
Look at him still going. Look at him still going. He's fighting. He wants to win this game.
And Blackham.
All right, let's go. Let's get these guys.
5-6 yards by battling for those last few plays.
Watch Hibbs right up the middle. Hibbs right up the middle.
Negative.
That's Jones. All right.
Jake Jones right up the middle.
That's what you do.
Capital Eagles showing some composure, showing some grit. They march right down the field in answer to take a 31-29 lead.
6 minutes 47. Probably can see the clock now on the camera being that we're filming it down that direction, but absolutely huge drive by Capital.
And a big extra point right here. And woo!
Looks good to me.
It was close.
Yeah.
That almost got blocked.
Yeah, 16, he's
Number
coming hot.
16, he's hot. He's mad at himself, Gannon Matthews. He came off hot around the edge, but he just missed it by inches.
Oh my gosh, I think I see, who do we got here for quarterback? I thought I saw 14, but it was just number 4. I haven't been able to see him break the huddle in this situation.
Well, I kind of forgot about the Eagle quarterback situation because of the Capital Eagles marching down the field.
I tell you what, you're probably thinking that they're going to run the ball a little bit here in this situation.
Well, I just want to know who they have out there.
I'm kickoff really return right now. I'm dying to know. I thought I saw 14, but it was just number 4 for their kick return. It scared me a little bit. Well, while we're waiting here on kickoff, just taking a moment here. You usually do a lot of the talking on this, but I wanted to give a shout out to John Goff over on the other sideline. He was a coach here at Capitol High for a long time. Got an opportunity to see him at halftime. Any ex-players out there and maybe even fellow teachers watching the game know that he's a stand-up guy, and you know he's going to shake every one of these Capital players' hands after the game.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a basketball coach, I'd have X's and O's up on the board running basketball plays, and he'd want to know, what's this X do? What's this O do? But here we go, the Capital Eagles kick off. It's up, number 35, fair catch.
I'll tell you, you probably got a good view of that from the camera. When you catch the ball like that, punt or kickoff, you usually make the old basket and touch the elbows and catch it. He's catching now with 2 hands right in front of his face mask.
Yeah, Christian Woodward.
Yeah,
he did not look like the most confident receiver there, but that may have been the hands team. I mean, the 35 is a lower number.
We're going to keep kicking at him, I guess, is my point.
Well, the mystery's over. The Eagle Mustangs roll out quarterback Ben Ford. He must be all right.
God, I could have swore I saw him dinged up. Unbelievable. Tough kid.
Well, they run with the fly sweep again with a gain of about 3 yards. And that's back to number 22 for the Eagle Mustangs. That's Jackson Stampfly.
Yeah, let's see if he throws the ball. I'm actually really surprised the way I saw him walk off the field after their last touchdown.
Well, he decides
running.
he's going to run it. Yeah. And that's trouble. He's fast.
Oh, my.
And he is faster than all of the Capital guys on that one. I don't know about his arms, but his leg is fine.
I just saw him throw the ball. Oh, my gosh.
Well,
he ran right by our secondary. Whatever angle they took was not steep enough. He has got some burners.
And he ran right down the sideline from the 33-yard line for a gain of 67 yards rushing. And that puts 6 points on the board for the Eagle Mustangs, who take a 3-point lead, looking to make it 4 on the extra
That's a
point
false
by
start.
Austin Frisk.
God, he's twitching over there.
And Capital went for it, and they did not get it. The kick is good. Well, I've said this a couple of times. It's a great fall night, and we've got ourselves a great football game.
Yes,
2
we
teams,
do.
both playoff bound, battling toe-to-toe. And this is playoff atmosphere for the Capital Eagles. They've got the Boise Braves next week. No offense that they're still on the schedule, but I'm feeling pretty good about that game. And I'm not sure who the Eagle Mustangs have. So for Capital, this is their shot to get that playoff atmosphere. So 6 minutes, 10 seconds. Capital trailing 32-36 to the Eagle Mustangs. The Capital offense looked great in the last series. Great momentum, great pace, and they scored a quick touchdown on a Jake Jones run up the middle. So here we go.
Yeah, 6-10, just kind of shouting this out for people to make sure they know how much time's left. But, 6-10 left in the game. Eagle up 36, Capital 32. Back in the hands of the offense for Capital Eagles. They've got to find a way to get down to the other end of the field, put some points on the board here, especially Eagle having a 4-point lead. We need that touchdown.
So it's a short kick. It looks like Hayden Picard, patience, little stutter step, nowhere to go, back up the middle and to the far sideline, and he is taken down at about the 25-yard line. So this is where the Capital Eagles will go to work. Coach Simmons gathering up the gold hats and the black stripes. This is where Eagle pride comes in. Fourth quarter, 6:03, trailing by 4.
I think back, this is a little off topic, I think back when I was playing, Coach Vogel, he used to make you take your black hat off if you ran out on offense. I don't know if you remember that. And we got a few guys out there like Piva.
Well, here we go, a little fly sweep of our own. Oh, I'm not going to lie, great fake on the broadcaster. Didn't fake the Eagle Mustangs because it only went for about 4 yards, but I'm not going to lie, I was watching the fly sweep with the blockers out to the near side here. Second down, 6 yards to go.
Yeah, we're running the ball. We want to try and run the ball again. We had success on the last series.
That was Jake Jones up the middle for about 3.
Yeah, Eagles back in that 3-3 stack. They got 3 down linemen and they got 3 backers. They're taking care of the middle. We've got to find a way to try and get to the perimeter. I know that just kind of in that defense, I think the weak side or the short side of the field has a weakness, and maybe we need to try to exploit that.
Well, here we go. Hibbs looking to get the first down himself.
And he does.
And he does.
Yeah, that's exactly what they did there. They went to the short side of the field. That time, Hibbs just actually had a lead blocker from the running back just to get a body on body, and he could make a decision to get to that outside.
Well, I imagine Coach Simmons isn't worried too much about clock management. It's more important to put points on the board. Hibbs back out to Beers, who's wrapped up quickly. Maybe a gain of 2. Clock's still running. We're under 5 minutes. The Capital Eagles in their own territory at the 41-yard line, trailing the Eagle Mustangs by 4. Looking to the sideline, Coach Simmons calls his play in. Hibbs in the shotgun, clapping for the motion. Hibbs drops back, he's looking, and it's underneath. It's underneath. And a great gain of about, looks about to be 20 yards there. I'll tell you where Eagle thought that ball was going. They thought that was going to Jonah Blackham because they sent 3 guys that direction and Jonah cleared it out underneath.
They got a guy over the top for Blackham. That time, that was our motion guy, Holly. He came in motion, and then he just kind of peeled down the sideline and made a great play there.
So here we go. Hibbs decides to take a play out of the Centennial Patriots playbook of running on first down, throwing on second.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of balancing here. I thought they ran the ball a little bit initially. They were having success, but now they've changed it up, and it's freed up a lot of different options.
Sammy SD with one hand onto the ball. He scares me. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, he's got that defender that's coming that he doesn't see from behind, and he's purposely trying to strip that ball, and you got to be careful in those situations.
It may be one of those things where he's used to being a speedster and outrunning somebody and not thinking about it. Hibbs keeps. And there we go. It'll be close to a first down. It looks like the far sideline referee says it's short.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the ball game.
Well, here we go. Jake Jones scrambling, but that got wrapped up quick. That was the D lineman number 90 for the Eagle Mustangs. That was Sean Cavino, 6'4", 230. He broke through quick and wrapped up Jones for a loss of about 2. 3:22. Clock still ticking.
Two down territory here. 2 down territory. We got to make sure we run downhill. Let's not dance.
2 hands on the ball.
Ooh, it's close. It's close.
It's very close. The chain gang might get a little action here.
They are going to get their 15 seconds of fame.
Well, with the game on the line, 3 minutes to go, it doesn't look like the Stripes are going to jump to waving on any first downs, and they are going to measure. Well, it looks like, judging by the pants, that's Shane Alder out there, along with the Cal Poly Bronco himself, Steve Dennehy. Coach Ron Marthy staying on the box.
And they're short. They're short.
They're a full yard short by the looks of it.
Yeah, definitely a half yard short in my opinion. Man, I'm just going to go back to the play before. You know, it's 2nd and short, and, you know, the guy ran lateral. We want to be trying to run downhill and work on it. Here we are, 4th down.
And 1. 3 minutes to go.
This is where
trailing deep in Eagle territory.
You dream about these opportunities as an O lineman. You think back on these and go, all right, this is it. This is where we man up. Mono y mono. I'm seeing the O linemen. They're just raising their arms. Let's do this.
The Eagle Mustangs and their 12 fans realize that this is a big moment. The defense waving their arms.
Yeah, this is a situation where, you know, if, defensively, what's the tendency of Capital? I mean, they're going to call timeout here to think about that. That's a good call by Todd Simmons.
Well, he's got 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
And the Eagle Mustangs, just for note, they have 3 timeouts as well and a 4-point lead. It's 4th down and 1, 2:49 to go. The Capital Eagles threatening. This is a big play. This is, again, I said it, playoff implications.
I'm not going to go as far as to say it's the game. I'm never going to give up on these opportunities for the defense to get a stop and the offense getting another chance at this. But this is one of those that definitely has that kind of feel that if they get this, we have that opportunity to get ahead in this game. You know, I'm sitting here thinking about what's our go-to. And in a lot of situations, I'm leaning towards Hibbs being that kind of playmaker, and it's QB lead. You know, you get a blocker in front of him and you run downhill. He's going to have initial contact, but is he going to have that push to get that half yard that we need for the 1st down? The second option in this is that maybe they think that they're going to do that, and maybe you do another little zone read, but you keep the ball and try and trick him and run around the corner. But here we are in a situation. We got Sam out there.
Playoff atmosphere. 32-36, 2:49, 4th and 1. Capital goes for it, and Hibbs dives.
I think he got it.
Woo! It's close. It is very close. He dove.
He had to have gotten that. He had a great push. 1st down. That's a great job.
And the fans go nuts. They like it. So here the Capital Eagles go on marching. 2:40 to go. The clock is back to running. Capital down 4, 2:39 to go, 2 timeouts left. Play calls in.
Yeah,
he's making his adjustments.
You'd like to make sure here you have confidence to put the ball in the end zone.
QB keeps it, goes up the middle.
You just don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for the Eagle Mustangs.
You certainly don't. Like I said, I don't know what Ford's arm's like. And I don't know how fast he is, but he can go 100 in less than 11.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, I'm sitting here wondering about Coach Peterson. He's got to be thinking about using one of his 3 timeouts at any moment here. I think he's just going to see if we get another 1st down.
Whoa, well, I'll tell you what. Hibbs was in a hurry to get rid of the ball, and if you would have slowed down a half second, he had Jonah Blackham in the end zone for a clean touchdown. I will say
they motioned him, yeah. They motioned him to free him up, and that just wasn't there, the timing on that.
So here we go. It's 3rd and 7 from the 9. So technically the Capital Eagles can still get a 1st down. Yeah. 1:57 to go. The clock is stopped. 2 timeouts. Coach Simmons talking to people on the sideline, calling the play in.
Yeah, I think they're going to try and do another motion maybe here to see if Eagle's going to be chasing man. No, but yeah, he's chasing him. You got to go back to him. Throw the ball up to him.
There it is.
Back shoulder. Got him. He got a 1st down at least. He's a little short.
Oh, no,
no, what?
He dropped it.
What?
I'm looking all the way over there, and the referee was passionately saying incomplete.
Really? I thought that was a complete pass. I thought he made a football move after that. Wow. Oh, my gosh. I want to see the replay so bad.
Well, I'm trying to figure out where we're at. There's no argument from the Capital sideline.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at that sideline judge on Eagles sideline right there. Someone's talking to him, and he's talking back.
Well, the chain gang's right there. We'll be able to get to them.
I want to see if Simmons tries to get an explanation, if that really truly was an incomplete pass, or maybe Blackham will kind of fess up that he didn't have control of it. but I would have told you that that was a complete pass, and he tried to make a move and trying to get in the end zone, but maybe he just took off without the ball first.
Yeah, I thought he had it. I thought he had, you know, play for at least a touchdown, a play certainly for a first down. So,
that is
great
a tough
play
break.
call.
Yeah,
Joe
I mean,
Blackham in the flats.
Yeah, that was that situation. They're trying to free up Blackham. They literally, the corner is running behind the safety, behind the entire defense to try and catch up with them. We have to go back with that. If that's what they're going to do, we have to go back. So you're probably going to see another fly motion here to see if they're in man. Hibbs, I know he's a young quarterback, and if he can kind of see those types of things and make decisions based on if it's man coverage or not. But here we are, 4th down.
4th down, 1:55 to go.
My
this
gosh.
is legitimate playoff atmosphere. Two teams battling it out for positioning in the playoffs. The Capital Eagles trailing the Eagle Mustangs by 4. 1:55 to go, 1 timeout left.
They got Blackham on the line. He ain't going in motion this time, but they might be throwing the ball to him in the corner of the end zone.
And it's up, and it's...
He caught that!
He caught that
He
one.
caught that! No! They say he dropped it!
They said he dropped it! Oh my word! That is twice. Blackham twice had it in his hands. Blackham twice, they had us fooled, calling touchdown, calling first down, calling something. And no, with 1:49 to go, the Capital Eagles on the 9-yard line fall short with two great play calls that looked like they were complete. Boy, I have to tell you, from my angle, this is where I would love to see the replay.
I'm just going to say that you have to complete the catch to the ground, and I think the ball came out by then. I think he caught it initially, and they knocked the ball a little loose, and when he fell to the ground, he didn't have it in possession. Gosh, and we have to get a stop here if we have any hope to getting the ball back, and getting a 25-yard run right now is not what we need to get another stab at this.
Well, Ford with a quick run up to the sideline on the Eagles side gives Eagle a little bit of room. Now, if there's a brief moment of hope to be had here, the Eagle Mustangs have been very, very generous in turning the ball over. So, the clock is ticking. 1:16, 15, 14. And the Eagle Mustangs are going to run it all the way down and call a timeout themselves. I imagine Coach Peterson, who's a great coach, is going to remind his players, 1, hold on to the ball, 2 hands. We're on the other side of that coin is Coach Jacobson saying, get your hands on the ball, get the ball back. It's going to take a little magic here.
Yeah, I'm still stunned a little bit. I'm sitting here thinking about those last couple plays. I'm feeling a little bit for number 17, Blackham. I know he's probably down on himself, and you know, I know his teammates are trying to pick him up, and right now in his head, he's just thinking about that opportunity that he had, and it's just so much pressure right now thinking about how that could have gone down, and just did not happen to go our way.
Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a great game. It's not over yet. 1:18 to go. Eagle has the ball. They're going to run it. Forward up the middle. Capital holding him up, trying to get the ball out. That's blown dead.
Yeah, you can pretty much probably expect here that they're going to keep that in Ford's hand and reduce any chances of fumbling the exchange.
Capital, I believe Capital burns their last time out. The referee hasn't signaled. The clock has stopped, though. Confirmed, it is a timeout by the Capital Eagles. 1:11 left. The clock tipping out.
Gosh, I'm thinking back on not even the touchdown pass attempt when it was 3rd down, and that what I look like is a catch over there. I can't wait to maybe get that conversation in with some of the guys on the chain gang and see if they were right in front.
They had a bird's eye view on that first down.
They were right there, and I'm just dying to know just to be, I know Shane Alder would be completely honest, and he'll tell me straight up, you know, that he bobbled that ball, but that would have been a first down and goal with 2.5 minutes left in the game, and probably a chance for us to go up. But
well, there's still 1:11 worth of hope for the Capital Eagles. They are out of timeouts at the moment. Eagle keeps it in Ford's hands.
Get the ball out.
And the clock is still ticking. Ford scrambles his way down with about a gain of about 4. 3rd down and 3, 54 seconds.
Yeah, we just went under 1 minute here. If they get a first down, this game, unfortunately, will probably be over because they can run the clock out on downs.
They'll be able to become close to running it out.
Bring it, Jacobson. Bring the house. This is...
You almost have to take that chance.
This is it. I mean,
you have to take that chance. If they score...
If I see a safety 15 yards deep, I'm going to be yelling and screaming here. But looked like Eagle took the timeout to think about what they need to do. Because if they get this first down, the game is over. Capital's got to bring the house. That puts them in a situation where it's 4th down, and they got to kick the ball. They got to get rid of it. There's just not that much time left on the clock, 30 seconds left on the clock, and there'll be less than that after this play. You know, the Capital would have a hard time being able to get a touchdown then.
Well, and it'll be so few seconds left, even if they don't get it and it goes to the 4th, it'll take a special teams miracle.
Yeah, I mean, this is, we don't have a way to stop the clock here, so.
Well, and another question, would Eagle punt? Is this 2-down territory with just a few seconds?
Yeah, I mean, after this play, they're going to just, I think they can run the clock out here. I mean, it matters how long it's going to take. He might just be taking a knee here.
As close to a victory formation as it gets. No, it's up the middle. And
I think he got it.
He did get it.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great game. The Eagle Mustangs look like they're going to pull this victory off. It was a great football game to watch, a great football game to call. It had all of the makings of the playoff atmosphere. 2 quality teams going toe-to-toe, exchanging blows on defense, exchanging blows on offense. But on this night, it looks like the ball is going to bounce the Eagle Mustangs' way. So Coach Peterson from Eagle gets the job done, and the Capital Eagles will have to bounce back next week against the Boise Braves and to solidify that last and final playoff spot.
Yep.
It's been a great game.
Yeah, I just sat down for the first time. I mean, that was an amazing football game to be a part of. You know, hats off to Eagle. They've really come on strong. They opened the season off with a loss against the Bora Loins, and here we are sitting here deep into the season, working through injuries, and we hope that this isn't too much of a bump in the road, that Capital can't come back in this situation down and go into the playoffs playing good football, because that's what you need to be able to do. In this situation, though, I want to give hats off to Eagle for a great game, and I tell you, Ben Ford played a heck of a game. He had almost 100 yards rushing in the first half, and I'm pretty sure he exceeded that in the second half.
Well, one big run rattled off about an extra 60 right there. So
yeah,
he's going to be a great player down the road. He's a great player now, but he's going to be phenomenal down the road. It'll be fun to watch him when he's playing somebody else. Well, it's been a great night. It's been a great game. It's homecoming week here at Capital. Congratulations to homecoming queen, McCall Benyon.
Yeah.
She's our queen for this year. And it's number 4, Ryan Hibbs, quarterback for the Capital Eagles, is homecoming king. So I imagine that won't matter for the next few hours for him, but tomorrow he'll have to dud up and look sharp and lick the wounds and enjoy homecoming.
Friday morning comes fast when you have these Thursday night games. You know, you kind of probably take that day off Friday, get the kids rested up. Got Boise next week, but we need a healthy team going into the playoffs. However it might just kind of play out, next game is
and to
what
make
we
good
got.
decisions.
Yeah.
Make some good decisions. Now is not the time to act a fool.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to KCHS TV, KCHS YouTube. I'm Blas Teleria with Jason Gordon. It's our pleasure to call the game for you tonight. We look forward to talking to you during the playoffs. Have a great night, and we'll see you at the next game.